And
Is it robbing birds?
should be live now, Tibbs.
Oh, we're live.
We're live, yeah. So first thing we're gonna do actually is if you guys pop on and do the lurking, that'll be really good. And then
Can I do the twerking?
you can twerk as well if you so desire. You can twerk lurk. Twerking is not a command I have. It's sad to say. But what we'll do first actually is I have a stretch sheet up here. I can pop it on screen for you guys. We can do some stretches. If you want to look at the stream, I literally have it all up on the stream, so you can do that and follow that if you want. So, I'm gonna do some wrist extensions. Everyone do them.
What does it look like a Buddhist palm technique?
Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Maybe you'll summon a
They
spirit
help
or something.
a lot, by the way. So if you do hours of drawing, I suggest you do these a lot.
Oh, my fucking wrist cracked already.
Yeah,
It's either the age or the stretching.
a bit of both.
Nice. Okay, that's good. I think that's okay.
You have to do some of these for archery as well.
Ooh. Also, BPEP redeemed hydrate and throw a jam nut or nut to jam. So you'll get a snack and a drink after this.
Already, for me, it's like the thing is offline. Maybe that's online.
Who's that? Real tip, subscribe.
Oh, yeah, I refreshed. Alright.
Yeah, I subscribed
Wait,
ages ago.
what
I
is-
just never did the thing.
Thanks.
Oh, okay. Then make time to. Okay, that's good.
Ooh.
I need to refresh everything.
Everything.
Black.
I needed to refresh it as well to get Twitch to even figure out that I was on.
Oh, we're usually hovering over the thing, were you?
Okay, it's working now. Do I need to lurk again? Maybe. I'm gonna do it one more time just in case.
Ooh.
I did it multiple times at this stage.
Double lurk.
Whoa, what's that one there with the flappy hands?
Dude, flappy hands. You gotta fly. Shake your hands.
Yeah, no, there's the stretch there with the flappy hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just shake your hands.
As if you're like they're
okay.
wet, you just shake them like.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Or like you're having like a hissy fit and your wrist go like really limp.
Do I fan my face with my fingers at the same time?
You could. Also, Beepop is currently making homemade Cheez-Its. How'd you make homemade Cheez-Its?
Dried crackers with cheese stuffed into the
One sec, I'm gonna grab some nuts and let you guys talk
flour,
for a second.
maybe.
I made nachos.
Oh, nice. I really want to know Joe's next.
I had
I made it for
noodles
dinner.
and cheese.
I'm gonna send it in the tasty pics thing on hold to reset.
What
Later.
meat did you use?
Ground beef,
Alright, y'all ready off stretches? That's good.
because it is the easiest, in my opinion, to do for tacos or nachos or whatever.
Some enchiladas, I think, or is enchiladas the one that you throw on like a tray and you bake?
I mean, you have the use of
I'm pretty.
Google.
You do. I'm pretty sure you throw most things on a tray. Bake it.
But it's not like a taco or burrito.
Yeah, with luck.
It's like you kind of do like a burrito and then you throw more stuff on top of it. I think is it? Oh fuck's sake! I'll Google it.
Yeah, Google it, babe.
God damn it!
How many tags are you allowed?
10.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I was just curious
Ah.
about something.
That kind of cheese it.
Oh yeah, that's why an
Space
enchilada
spices.
is. Yeah.
I was making like cheese crisps.
Fuck, I'm hungry for enchiladas now.
Yeah.
They look so good.
The enchiladas. the Google picture of enchiladas.
Hold on, I'm gonna see the enchilada stream now. Oh, but they look delicious.
You change your fucking the title from art to enchiladas.
My
second.
friend does these cooking streams where he cooks on camera sometimes.
Oh,
We should ask him
dangerous.
to make enchiladas. Yeah, because he's a chef. like he's educated to be a chef for some reason.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Delicious.
Yeah,
That's-
they look great.
Where are they now?
Oof.
Took
Oh yeah,
the-
that's an enchilada, right?
It's his live. He did cancel his.
Oh yeah,
close
yeah.
his
To
live.
re-add it. Yeah, sorry.
He's gonna do it again in a second. So
I am going to do it again. I am. How did you know? Because I can't change Windows unless I stop streaming, which is really weird. 1 second, go back in again. Here we go. I know Bpep said like 1 nut, but I had like 4.
are you all able to see my screen right now as well? By the way?
Yeah, actually, what we can do is
Yeah.
put you as the main screen because you're the one who's like the teacher.
Near the main screen.
Oh my god, teacher.
Yeah, teacher.
You're the
Uh,
main boy.
Teacher.
So I just want to start out by saying I am not a teacher. I only just went to college for this.
That's
and
exactly
I'm
what a
just
teacher would say.
regurgitating what I know. So Viridian wanted to ask about like color theory and all this, so I'm just doing basics on the color wheel that's on most art programs, and you can see it just at the bottom there. But how I usually start it saying is if you're going to be doing digital art, try and make the canvas that you're drawing on, like the one that I have here in the background, be a neutral color or gray, because it lets you see the colors for what they actually are, as well as how much they pop in general. Like if you wanted to make something like very white and then you have a white background, you cannot see the white at all. And then if you want something that's very dark, you'd still be able to see it on the white, but it's easier to see it with the color relatives of, oh my god, my brain, with relative colors on gray.
Yeah, which makes
Now.
makes sense.
After that is how you would do your sketch layers, because most people will go from, say, drawing on a piece of paper with a pencil to digital art, and they'll always use white on black or gray on black, like I'm describing, but try to use different color brushes for your sketch layers. So you could try out with a basic starting blue as your sketch of like a figure, and then you put in more detail. You would want clothes. Do it. Add another layer over in the corner, and then you can change the name of the layers as well. I recommend doing that because you could end up with hundreds of layers. But anyway, change the color then to a green, and then that'll give you your detail on your clothes. And again, these are just examples, but and then change the color again to orange, new layer. Then you put your details in for hair, and then you can have multiple colors, but it gives you visually. I have a headache trying to understand this. I'm sorry, Beepep, but I'm trying my best.
Yeah, keep going,
No,
keep going.
I think it makes sense because then you know exactly what is what, and you don't
Yeah.
like accidentally ink on the wrong layer later.
Because I think is Tibbs doing it right now? Yeah,
No,
Tibbs. I can't tell who's doing what because
That's
I
Viridian, I
can't
think.
really see it. I can't. No, I could barely see it. It's just because I'm the main. But yeah, you can understand it with just use a different color for each layer when you're doing a sketch, and then when you want to do an ink, you go straight onto your black or whatever color that you're choosing for your outlines. So it's just you can go above it on the top layer and say I don't really have anything for examples right now, but I should have gotten them, but I did this within an hour. So if you have all of your multiple colors drawn, you can then go over it in black as detailed as you can, and that will be your ink layer. And then from there, you continue on to do your flats and stuff. But before we go into that, I have to explain the color wheel that's on.
Can I ask a question first?
Yeah.
The black lines, then, is that over a new layer on top of the other colors?
Yes, you would do a new layer, name it outline or inking or ink layer, anything you want, and use black over it to do your details. But if you want, you can always have a different color. It's fine. It's just these aren't like ground rules because art is whatever you want it to be. I'm just trying to give examples on the best things you could do. So as Viridian is showing, he showed she did the different layers, and she did the different parts I described, and then drew over it in black for the inking layer.
Except, you know, it's a not. I'm not like I put green on the orange layer on accident. So.
No, it's fine. Again, that's another example. You can use any color on whatever layer. I'm just giving random details on these. It's not set in stone that the sketch layer needs to be blue or anything.
Yeah.
So I need to describe the color wheel now. And the color wheel is what most of us have. I can't really zoom in on my screen, but you can kind of see my pen moving around.
Yes.
It's the color wheel that everyone would have on their art programs to pick the colors and stuff. So
Excuse me.
basic color wheel is kind of looks like that. Then the outer circle that you would see is the hue, which is
hue.
the hue is basically just the color that you're using. So
Right.
like it would be yellow, green, blue, all that, and that's your basic color. Then it gets more complicated when you go into saturation. Saturation is the intensity of the hue. It goes from left to right, and it can go, as you can see on here, it goes into the white because that means it's desaturated. There's no color left inside of it. But when it gets over here to the right, it becomes more and more saturated, which means there's more color intensity in it. So as you can see, it goes from white to pink on this, and it just means it gets more of the color pigment. That's all. Then the next part is value, and the value is it's complicated to show it, but it is the rest of the box, if you can see.
Right.
Because it value is how bright or dark the color then becomes. So you would use all of these together to pick out your colors. But as you can see, I've picked full saturation on this. It's fully saturated, so the selectors right here.
Yeah.
So full saturation and midway of my brain isn't developed enough for this. I'm trying my best to make it simple.
You're fine, don't worry, keep going.
Bright and dark, it's just like up and down on the color box then. That's all value is. So I've picked middling color for that. So if I do it on my actual color wheel again, I think it was around there-ish. I mid it midway, and then it gives me this kind of color. Instead of it just being very vibrant pink, it's like midway muddled kind of tones. And if I was to like move it to here, oh god, I'm on black again. If I was to move it to here on the bright and dark, it would be completely middle of the road of saturation and value. So it just becomes that. But if I was to say I change the hue to red, that will still stay inside of the saturation value I picked, which becomes way easier instead of you trying to do it on paper because you can't. It's way easier to do it on this. So all you really need to know is what they're called. It's hue, saturation, value, and if anybody wants these, I could actually just send them as images to people so you just have a little file for later.
I think that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Because I always forget. I think I've forgotten like 40 times now, honestly. Like, I'm always like, oh yeah, no, hue is the thing, but then what? Wait, what is value? I thought value was hue. I always forget them. Seriously.
Oh no, it's very easy to forget them and get them mixed up. Because, like, whenever someone tries to describe it, they describe it with physical paints. When I was inside of my art college, they were describing it with, like, actual, like, oil paints and stuff. And I was like, but that doesn't equate to what's going on the color wheel on a computer. And my teachers did not know what they were doing with computers because they were technically new for them, even though computers been out for so long. But whatever.
Yeah.
So I had to self-learn this part of it myself. Is there any other questions on the color wheel right now, or did I describe it well enough? Or
I think it's yeah,
I
it's
think
solid.
that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, Whew. The next part is
You're
way
doing
worse.
Worse.
Yippee!
uh,
No, I doubt that it can be bad.
yes, it is. So it's color groups, and this is the next.
Color groups.
Yeah, color groups is the next part.
What's a group?
I'm gonna get to it. The color groups
No,
are
Patience, Tibbs.
yes, yes. Come
So-
on, hurry up! I need to know the colors.
Get on the
so
grid,
what's
baby.
on. I'm gonna die. So what's on this is basically how people would make color palettes for their art in general. They have names. It's just you don't really need to remember these. It's just good to have like a basis of understanding of it. So monochrome is basically you pick one color on the hue, which is the color wheel on the outside. You pick one color of that, and then
Yep.
you pick random saturation and value. So you would just pick wherever, and you can kind of see it here. I did do minor examples here of if I picked red on the hue, and then I went up and down and left and right on the saturation and value, you get differencing colors basically on red, and that's a monochrome color group. You would use that if you just if you only want to use that in art, you would just use that as monochrome.
It is just versions of red.
Yeah.
So
And
you
you can still
are you just going
use-
along like the right side of the box then, eh?
Essentially what I'm doing is all of these are different selections from like all over.
Oh, you're not changing the outer ring. Okay.
No, you don't change the outer ring. You select the inner box, and that'll give you different things. And with monochrome, you can still use white and black. It's just I'm showing you with the colors that I have. Then analog. If you just completely ignore the center part here for analog. Analog will be colors that sit next to each other on the color wheel. So it would be a red, then a yellow, then a green, then a blue. They are colors that are sitting next to each other on the color wheel. You usually only pick 3 to make it easier on yourself when you're doing sets of colors for palettes, but I'm just showing with 4 to demonstrate that they are right next to each other. And that's called analog. It's a very easy one. A lot of people use it. Then
Oh, wait,
I'll
sorry,
go
for
on to-
analog, do you change the position of the grid then as well, or do you just leave it
You
in the
can,
center?
you can if you want. If you feel like it would need a different saturation or value.
But normally do you leave it where it is and then you just change the ring position?
No, it's like what I was doing with monochrome. It's you pick the red there, and then you can use everything that's in the monochrome. Then if you pick yellow, you can do the same and pick random locations here, and then you pick green and you pick random locations on the box again.
Okay.
Again, color theory is one of the most difficult things to understand. It's not like it's not
So
like
props to you for trying to explain it to us.
yeah, and I'm doing it with slight visual aids as well, and that took me a while. But if you pick 3 colors on the wheel, on the hue wheel on the outside, that are next to each other, that's an analog color scheme then. And then you can, from those, pick whatever saturation and value you want. It's just to limit yourself with analog is what people tend to do. And
So is this right what I've done here? I've just like this here, I can see.
yeah. So you have yellow, green, and blue.
Yep.
And then from that, you can use those as the flat colors on your drawing, on your painting.
Okay.
And then from that, you can change the hue or not the hue, change the saturation and value to give it like shadows and light highlights and different coloring variations as you go through it. Just try to stay with yellow, green, and blue when you pick those 3 colors.
Okay.
And now it's complementary. Complementary.
What silliness is inspiring today? Gray's teaching us color theory.
Yay!
Hey.
But I'm only going to do this for a little bit, and then we'll get
For
back into
5
it.
hours.
No.
How much do I have to donate to get that? Let's put up a goal right now.
God, if you
Stress.
do, I will do it, but I will be stressed.
Oh no.
Right, we'll do that too.
Oh yeah, Beepip says he's learned complementary colors.
His house
Yes.
smells of cheese.
BPEP understands this.
So yeah, like complementary colors are colors that are on the opposite of each other on the color wheel.
Okay.
Alright.
So that'd be red and green, kind of, or red and turquoise?
Yeah, it would be essentially slight color wheels can be different, but it's exact opposite colors.
When I think about it, I like to remember like the Swedish flag. Or perhaps the Ukrainian flag. Because that's yellow and blue. And those
Or
are complementary colors.
Movie posters.
Yeah,
A
orange
lot of
and blue go a lot, yeah.
Yeah, essentially movie posters. They do that a lot because it really draws the eye, it draws attention, and your eyes get essentially drawn to the opposite colors because they are clashing in a way that complements each other. So I did a small few of them here. They're not the best ones, but like I just randomly picked them as I did it. But like you can see that the pink and the green, they're I made the most garish colors so they would pop on the screen, but they are opposite each other on a color wheel.
Yeah.
And they will complement each other when you use them in art. You wouldn't use as garish of a color as I did because that's 90s core and we don't want to go back to that.
What if
But,
it was disco themed though?
You can do disco theme then.
Or neon?
But from complementary colors, it's again, if you look at most movie posters, they've done it. Like I think they did it with Star Wars as well. It's like red and blue for the lightsabers as well. That those are complementary colors that clash and pop very well. Now for one that I never use because I hate it. Triadic.
Your attic?
Triadic. Any 3 colors that in a triangle formation.
Okay.
So this one is difficult to explain, but I will just visually draw it. So it would be... Yeah, but I'm trying to show you. So it would be the yellow up here, then pink here, then this bluish green here. That would be a triadic color palette. And essentially what you do with these is you would just make a triangle on a color wheel, and then any one of these that even if you rotate the triangle around, those are a triadic color palette. Again, this is extra color theory nonsense that you don't really need to know. It's just palettes for color theory. It's just if you want to make something that has completely opposite colors, so you could do red, green, blue, or if you rotate the triangle again, you can do the yellow, pink, blue as I did, and it's not super difficult to understand that. It's just I never use it. I don't
It's an odd one. Like it seems a bit like
I get it.
clashy almost.
I've never heard of it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, but you can see here the small bit of triadic I did.
Mhm.
Yeah, though when you draw the triangle, when you use a triangle on a color wheel, it's those three colors will work well together and give you um, a good basis on how you would then paint the rest of your piece. How you would pick the colors then would be from the saturation and value of those three colors.
To me,
And
these don't look that great together.
oh, they don't. That's the thing. They don't look amazing together, but as you paint and do it, these are just flat colors. When you start to change the saturation and value of them, they can blend in a bit better. They can look a bit better. It's again, I never use it. I don't like using it. I usually just use complementary colors and then monochrome it a bit with that, like
Mhm.
which anybody can do however they want it to do. It's just this is how far I got now with the hour I had to like remember these and write them down. Um, it's difficult. It's why there's an entire class on color theory when you do these inside of college, and a lot of people still don't understand it, even when they're big time artists kind of stuff.
Mhm.
It's just I always reference it to be like if I want to do pick certain colors for like a character, I would pick complementary colors for say the outfit or something. Two colors that would sort of clash but like pop off of each other to make it look nicer. And then for the skin tones and stuff, I would monochrome it a bit. And then I don't use triadic. If you want to then add to it, then you just add with analog. It's very simple to add a shit ton of colors to a piece, but if you add too many, it can muddle it.
I think yeah,
So
but Tapes
it's
is a bit overwhelmed because he's a blank canvas there.
No, no, I was checking something.
he's just
No,
leaving.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. With the monochrome, it looks like you always have black, gray, and white as well.
Yeah, you would I've added these up here because you can still use black and white in nearly all of these. Because you would need to anyway. It's still the same kind of hue and saturation and no value and saturation. I see I'm getting it wrong as well, and I'm the one teaching it. But you can still use black and white in nearly all of these. It's recommended you use them for like highlights and outlines and stuff, but it's again, it's not it's not a rule to do any of these because it's just to understand them and work on your art yourself. Then,
It's got
um,
this like really pretty color wheel thing going on there.
yeah,
Well, I was like trying to just pick the colors and then put them together while you were talking.
that's grand.
Mm.
That's what I have now. Um, and I was going to do another little piece of info on how to when you're starting out with digital drawing, you would pick certain types of pens and stuff. People usually get drawn to just like a pencil or something or watercolors or something because they're easier to do on digital. But what I would recommend you try and do is you try and get a pen that does something like this and tapers based on pressure.
Mhm.
And like Jam doesn't particularly like doing this himself because he was using pencil for the most part, I think, for his
Yeah,
sketches.
pencil. Yeah.
Um, it's because you're most used to that coming from traditional to digital. But try to get used to a pen that tapers because you can learn pressure on how to um, essentially sketch anything then with this, and it's easier to can't describe it right now. When you use a tapering pen, it's easier to essentially choose the thickness or heaviness of the pen yourself by just using pressure
Thing is,
instead
like,
of changing the size.
it's just my pencil has a similar thing as why I use it. So if I go light, it will go light. If I go heavy, it will also go heavy. So it's a similar concept on that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, try to get one that doesn't have a texture, that doesn't have anything. It's just a flat kind of piece. So, like, when I zoom in on this, you can kind of see that it's slightly pixelated on the sides, but it's mostly the same. But if I pick onto, God, where are these things gone? I haven't used them in a while. If I use a pencil, that's one of the options on this. It has texture on it, like that. It is so difficult when you're painting something, or you're adding color to it, to add it and make it look like illustrated. I can't describe the words. I've talked too much now. My brain's turning off.
Mm-hmm.
Seamless? I mean, they don't really blend together, and the corners are kind of.
Yeah. That's kind of it. It doesn't blend very well, but when you use ones that are like flat like this, that can be your outline, and it's easier then to fill in and color in stuff. So.
That makes sense.
That's
Cool. That's cool.
This is just how I do it.
Yeah, and I always forget all the little words for everything, because I kind of just you do, and then you're like, what's this thing called? So.
Well, this wouldn't
very
stick,
useful to
honestly.
know. Yeah, it's very useful to know.
Oh God. As I was writing this, my dyslexia kept kicking in, and I kept having to rewrite everything. Oh. So yeah, hopefully that helps a tiny bit, and I can give anyone these pages. I can post them onto our Discord as just like little pages for people to reference for art.
Yeah.
Again, they are not amazing, they're not perfect, but they're what I understand right now, or what I can convey.
So I have a scene here we can analyze as well, which is the scene I was talking about earlier, and I believe this is a monochrome scene.
For movies, it's way more difficult because there's multiple colors no matter what. But yes, that would be more monochrome right now.
Yeah.
You can probably like take off of me from the main attention on the stream.
Oh, you want me to do that? Okay.
So that people can see your image a bit better.
Here we go. So this is the scene from Everything Everywhere All at Once. What I'll do is, if I grab a color from the first third here, which is like obviously a third of the scene, so obviously I'm going to grab a color from that and see what we get from it. I get like a very dark. It's not black. It looks black, but it's not. It's a very dark green. And then if I go to grab, was it midtones? It would probably be. I think this is more of a highlight here, actually. If I go this green, the one on the floor on the right, it's kind of like a highlight.
Yeah, it's a yellow light reflecting off of a greenish surface.
Yeah, so grab
it,
that. And the mid would be literally in between the two here, which is like a very dark green as well. Kind of a matrixy kind of color. Now look at it. But I'm gonna put these divide them, because if I put if I didn't put the light in the middle here, it would be very hard to see the difference between the two greens, because they're both very dark. But since I put the light, which again is another color theory thing, I believe, right?
Say that again, because I was trying to read BPEP's thing as well.
Oh yeah, so if you have like your lights surrounded by something that's quite dark, it's more obvious. But if you have like this dark color here, and if it was right beside the very dark one, it would be a bit less obvious. Like if you see, if you go here,
essentially,
that looks more clean now, actually. So
colors affect one another. So if that's why I always say do a gray background, because it's a neutral tone and it doesn't any of the colors that you're currently sketching on. So if you had, say, a blue background, those colors would look completely different. So the colors that are next to each other also affect each other, and that's why there's analog and complementary and stuff. That's why this is a thing. And again, I'm not amazing at describing it, but you are understanding from what I can see.
Yeah. It's the same thing what happened with the fucking gold and white dress and the blue and black.
Right.
Same concept. So wait, Dario says art to me is trying to express oneself, also a pastime. I got the idea yesterday to draw the SMH or SMS Helgoland, a dreadnought from pre-World War I Germany. Did you draw that? Did you put that on the art Discord? I didn't think I saw that yet. I'll toss it up there.
What was the shoes one?
I think there was a shoe that was also like blue and gold or something, and people were just like, "Oh, it's this color, it's this color." It was the same kind of. Oh God, I am a bit sick, so I am like almost sneezing or coughing.
How dare you be sick?
I know Jam did it to me.
Hey, I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Dare you? You're a terrible boyfriend.
Leave me alone.
Let him speak.
Let him bake. So I'm gonna actually find the dress here, and I can post it on this.
Jan, you should pay all his medical bills.
What bills? We don't have medical bills. Everything's free, right?
Not for me.
Tips. All right. So here's the infamous dress.
Oh God, yeah.
Dress.
The
That's
dress.
clearly blue.
Sure, most of you remember this, right? So if I start grabbing a color here, that's green for some reason. Actually, what the fuck? Grab this, and what I'll do is I'll paint. That's like a lavender blue kind of. It's more close to lavender than actual blue there. And then we'll also grab from the dark here. It actually does look like a gold. And then if we grab from the light, supposedly the white, and then grab.
I don't know how people thought that was white and gold.
So essentially, what people were saying was, look, it's different here, but it's just everyone has different ways of seeing as well. Like that's another factor into this, as well as like depending on light and how people change. They can basically change the color on any picture very easily. So I don't know why there was a discourse about this, but there's certain eye tests that will tell you like how many colors you can see, but that also depends on monitors. Like,
Right.
do you ever do one of those where it's just like how many colors can you see in this block, and there's a lot of like lines of different colors, and it's like if you can see 25 of these, you're like the best. You can see colors or some shit, and then people are like,
Right.
I only see 5, I only see 4. Like there's a lot of people can see different colors. It's the same as like color blindness, but like everyone can kind of see differently anyway. But it's also the monitor that you're using. So if you're using your phone, it will look different. If you're using a computer monitor, it will look different. So
All right, so here's what it is. So
Yeah.
it's if you look at it, what I've done is I grabbed like the brightest color, and beside each other, that's number one. They do look a bit white and gold, and then if I grab the darkest color, it's like a darker blue with a brownish thing. But in comparison, when they're both together, they look like a black, and it looks like a white. Well, like if you cross these two, 1 second, I'm probably writing too much on this. If you put these two beside each other, the obvious is more different than putting these two beside each other. I think that's what's going on with people seeing different colors on that.
again, colors are just very difficult with this. Like I can't describe what people were seeing with the dress thing. I only ever saw one version of it, and then there was people who edited the picture to be a completely different color.
They did. They actually did, yeah.
So I don't ever understand those, but
I I've heard that it's about like what colors are surrounding the color as well.
That's it,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, again, that's why you would need a gray background for most things.
Yeah.
Now I'm a brain part spent.
Do your brain fart spent.
No, like I tried to explain too much, so my brain is shutting off. So you guys ask questions, and I might be able to answer, or you might get the most incoherent nonsense in the entire world. Who knows?
Did good, don't worry. Did
Alright,
thick
yeah,
and
let me
good.
open my thing. The thing.
Not the thing.
So I've on the thing that I've been drawing on here, right? The Spriggan lady
Mhm.
That's
thing.
freaking yeah.
Recently I put this let me see what I did some mucking around to see if I could help decide anything, right? And no, I couldn't, right? So like, okay, so I made the background red because I thought, you know, like, if I want to have a background that is kind of dark, and then I thought I would like, this is just my brushes, but then I would like put some type of pink and whatnot, like in the background. I don't know what I wanted to do with it, but like, you know, some type of maybe true cherry blossom or something. So then I would have this thing in the background. And then I tried to figure out what to do for bark, and like I just, for the love of me, cannot figure out how to make anything look good. Like, all of it just looks kind of weird. In my opinion.
I actually thought that looked
Okay.
really cool, to be honest.
It looks nice. But I understand not understand like trying to figure out how to do certain things. I'll have to like I'll grab something I have so that I can have layers on this. Let's see. So
I'm gonna do a darker color. Should I? Like, I don't. I don't know. I don't know.
so I have this here, which is Bancho Leomon. I copied it from a card to see if I can work, because this was one of the first times I used the drawing pad properly and Jam was there.
Why does he look
Um,
like he's from JoJo's?
yeah, it's Bancho. That's like the style.
Yeah, it is.
Um, uh, so essentially, what I did was I started with a lighter gray background because I was going to use a red outline, and if I were to use a different type of outline, it would change the color value of everything. Then that's inside of here. But what you would do with digital art is you make your sketch layer, you make it as I described. You make your sketch layer as best you can, and then you do an inking layer, which is the red lines that I have on this. So like these, the red lines that are all over that would be my inking layer. That would be the outline that I did for it. Then I
Is
did
the
flat colors.
is the inking layer then like the lines you want people to see? Then is it?
Yeah, if you can see my screen there, that's the ink. That's the inking that I did. The lines. So Bancho Leomons, the whole Digimon thing is that they have red outlines on when they're on the internet. I don't know why, but I just wanted to try it. So I did the red outlines like that, and that's the inking layer. That's the kind of like the final outlines that you would be doing. Then I flat colored it in by just putting in the basic color that would be going on. So you would probably do like a light brown, kind of woody kind of style to get that bark kind of color that you want. You would more than likely find a tree, a picture of a tree, and then a color ink dropper tool, I think it's called, eyedropper or ink dropper, to take the color that you would want to put onto it and mess around with the hue and saturation to get the flat color that you want. You would put the flat color in, and then the next layer that you would be putting on would probably be the more details, like this. That's just shading I added in.
Right. Yeah.
So it's always start with the flats because it's easier to flat things in than it is to paint them from the get go.
Yeah.
Because when you start shading and you start putting in more colors into it, that's how we get into rendering. It's what it's called, rendering the piece. I can probably easily find a bunch of, because it's a trend now on Twitter right now to show before and after rendering on some of
Right.
the artists that I like, and they show like it's dramatically different. Like it's way more than this because this is the only piece I have on here. Like you can see the difference in like a slight bit of rendering.
Yeah.
And what again, you're having a bit of trouble trying to pick a color. Just make a flat color to
Right.
add onto it on the underneath, and then slowly add more to it later, or change the color based on how you feel the piece is going.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
I'm trying to help. I don't know what else to say.
No, no, it's great. It's good.
You say gray.
I have this sketch problem where I spend too much time on a sketch that I kind of then becomes line art, and then I'm like, but it's not done yet. Like, why have I spent so much time cleaning up the sketch when all of it's gonna like go away? You know?
But the thing is, if that's how you want to do your style, it's completely fine. I'll pull up another one. I think I have a art style that I do a lot. I do like this is another Digimon I did. That's my
Mhm.
outline style that I do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So
not about outline style. It is just like this is like a hit. This is at this point my character is literally like
mhm,
a pinup. Like it's like a paper doll, right?
mm,
But then I have to put like the actual characteristics of the character because right now it's just a mannequin onto it, and I spent like a lot of time cleaning up the sketch and that it's basically line art, but it's not supposed to be line art. So like I
okay.
waste a lot of time doing something that I'm just gonna have to put stuff over later. Like I've spent a lot of time like with the anatomy of like, you know, down in this like hip region, and
Mhm.
like here's like some cons. Like I just try to figure out what I want or like you can't see any of the details under all this like bramble. Like it's just
Yeah, but
and
that's
then and
actually that's fine to do.
I know, but that the problem I'm just saying that it's a problem for me is that I tend to spend so much time in the early stages that when I get to like okay, let's finalize it, and it's like you spent so much unnecessary time here. Because now you won't see the shoulders or any like you can't really see much.
I would say though that by making sure the shoulders and things are right, that you'll always have the correct proportions then done.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
Mm.
putting in a lot of effort and detail into your essentially your under art,
Yeah.
um, again, that's completely fine because you could also go back into the file then later and change it if you want to because you have a like as a base that's completely fine because you showing the leaves that you have on over it. Um, that I can't
Yeah.
describe it other than what Drawfee says a lot. They say delete your art.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And if you've seen Julia, I think she does that a lot. She
Yeah.
does this thing where as she draws away, she has like the most perfect, beautiful piece, and then she just goes full black over a lot of it to
Yeah.
like, and she obscures 90% of it, and she says like, "Oh, I know I shouldn't have done that, but it also this pops as well." But you can always save it as like different versions, which is what I tend to do as well. I tend to I like remove color on certain things like this, and then I don't have the color on it. And like if you just remove certain pieces, like things still work no matter what. If you've done like a good under sketch, if you've done a good like even when you're saying like it's basically like you're doing your line art and you're inking it now, I would still
Yeah.
say you can make another layer and then do a heavy black outline for your, or not even heavy black, but like your outline fully again, and then you would always have like the base image that you've created as an example to go back to if you need to.
Yeah.
There's no like wrong kind of way of doing art. A lot of people say that, oh, that's not art, but like the way you're doing it is a very detail oriented way. You could try and time yourself if you want to as well. When you get to a certain time, you just stop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea actually.
Yeah.
You set a timer so I don't spend too much time. I like that. I like that.
Because I had a problem with detail myself for a good while, and like I would get upset with myself that I haven't, say I did this black Grelm on there, and I didn't do enough detail
Yeah.
on it at all, and I got upset with it. I would just delete it, like the full thing,
Yeah.
if I didn't do it within a
Delete
certain
your
amount of
art.
time. Yeah, and I was just like, no, I just don't want it now. But like, you can kind of see there, I have detail lines on some of this for him, and then I put the shadows on, and that gets rid of a lot of them.
Yeah.
So again,
Okay.
it's completely fine to do that.
I just need discipline.
Do it.
Do it.
I need to stretch again.
Cauliflower. No. Broccoli horns. Kind of look like
Broccoli horns, yeah, girl.
Oh, by the way, did you play Hades?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I should look at what Eurydice looks like.
Yeah, she looks.
Because she has, like, a ponytail that is like a big tree. Right?
Yeah, it looks really good. So you could probably even like, if you're trying to figure out like colors and textures, you could just pull colors and textures from that one to add to yours. Because there's, again, you're referencing, you're not stealing.
Right. She's got like, you know, like a ponytail.
Yeah.
I don't really remember what it looks like now, but it's like something like that, right?
It's basically a tree that's made out of vines coming out of her head, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
they did a really good job with designing her. They did a fantastic job of like putting the colors on her as well, because some of them are complementary, some of them are definitely clashing, but they like pop very well on her.
I do like the character artist for Hades and the background design artists are both women, and I follow them on Twitter, and they're very cool.
I'm following one of them. I need to find the other now as well.
The backgrounds are like so cool in that game, honestly. Like like I looked at the you know in the trailer for Hades 2. I mean, it looks so cool. I'm super excited.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
It is the most anticipated game on Steam for a reason, you know?
Oh, is it actually? Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
I'm actually like, I'll grab the picture of I can never get her name right. Eurydice or
Eurydice, I think.
Eurydice. I'll grab a picture of her and I'll put her on my screen here. Import image.
Where's the girly?
The girly.
The girly.
Show me the
Where
girly.
did it save?
Where is broccoli girl?
How
Should
do
be on
you
my
actually
desktop.
get the 3D depth? Is it like 45-degree angles or something you use?
Oh, we're talking about me here, yeah?
Any one of you, Trick.
Yeah, it's just like you have a focus point, right? So if I go, like that's my focus point there, Tips. See that white? I would draw like lines from this, and then that would help me draw my perspective, basically.
And you can choose where that focal point
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Like it's kind of like your horizon line is probably where you would do that. So right now my my focus point is probably close to this. I didn't measure it really, so yeah, it's close to this because it kind of matches up with most of the lines on my thing. I'm not drawing this really rough actually. So 1 second.
Yeah, no, I can see where you're getting at.
Yeah, so it's good. Like you can go like have a flat line down here as well if you want, which is kind of what I did. Because it goes
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
over.
that's what it does look like. Is like you're using a center line.
Yeah, and then everything branches off from this then like that. But this should just you can grab like the middle of your screen and do it actually. You can just draw a line straight across the screen and then do it from there.
Oh, there
Like
she
draw
is.
a line
I found
straight
her.
down, then over this way and over that way.
I found Bay.
That's probably the best way to
So
practice.
cute.
Because I know still every time I try, it always ends up being 2D.
Yeah,
for the most part.
literally try just do the most basic one where is like your center point is be the very middle. You weren't joking about broccoli ladies, well, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
no,
looks
I
like
was
a
surprised
comfort
to
tray
see
or something.
broccoli head on it.
So
She looks great. Like
do
It's
this
really
tips, just
cool.
like draw well, obviously more straight than that, but
Yeah, no, I got
that's a horizon line thing. I could try to describe that, but not now. I would need to brush up on it. But
hopefully it gets
horizon
into
lines are
it.
yeah, horizon lines are basically how you would make a lot of environments and a lot of backgrounds and stuff in general. Because you can kind of see Jam is drawing essentially the lines that he drew coming towards the screen. Those are technically horizon lines as well.
Mhm.
Because what I'm
because
doing
they-
here is I'm following this, because those are the lines. You can't. It's hard to see now
Yeah,
with
it
the.
looks like you're making the figure thing there, the focal point in the background.
Yeah, the focal point here is like if you follow the lines, it goes up to here. So it's roughly here is where the focal point is.
Yeah, the thing with the glowing lights.
It's where the lines would cross, but roughly it's like it's like this. So you see the way this is going up that way? You go all the way over to follow this line, and then that would be there. So it's like between him.
it's a bit more difficult than that.
That's basic what
because-
it is, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but essentially there are two horizon lines here.
Mm.
So I'll have to somehow sketch
No.
this now for you.
You took her away from me.
She's back here.
Yay!
But essentially, do you know the flat line that you have that the character is walking on there?
Mm-hmm.
That line is also a horizon line that's in a different direction.
What do you mean?
So to get most things, you have two horizon lines, and one is it's very difficult to describe it because I don't have a visual aid for it, and I can't really do it very well on this. But there's several different ways you can do horizon lines, and most of the time I hate this background. It's a fucking harsh ass background.
Yeah, you
Do-
can take Eurydice away. I was kidding. Don't worry.
So there would be a flat horizon line, and you would pick a full, like, say I'm doing here, like, that's the center focal point, and then from that you would draw horizon lines coming out from that. But for real life study kind of things, it's more the focal point is further out than you think, and it's like harder to visualize that because there's normally like two different focal points intersecting
Mm-hmm.
to create different ways of doing this. So I'm trying my best. Give me a moment. And it's normally the horizon line is not where the focal points would be either. It's normally like higher, but I'm doing what I can. Like the parts that intersect, then that creates the buildings that you would piece together. So I would say, like, say this is the corner of a building, and then there would be another corner which is another intersection of these two. So it would be around here, but again, I'm just showing as best I can, and the building goes back like that, goes back like this. If most of these is how you would do a 3D architecture. I haven't used it for 3D of a God, my brain. I haven't done it for 3D of a character because it's again I find it easier to just draw from pieces. But like you can see, there is straight lines, but they always follow back to that. That would be the door. Then you would do a window, and it would again follow the line back into here. Try my best, but my brain is shot right now. I am sick.
I think with this
Don't worry.
particular scene, it's I think it's because of the FOV they use that the scene back here is quite flat.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like I think it's a wide FOV maybe. This is quite big. But back there is basically just a lot of straight lines, like boxed.
Does the two focal points then do they just cut off in between one another, do they? Or
It's the parts where they intersect, like it would be a corner of something that you would use. If you wanted to make a hallway, you would do a God, my brain. You would do a center sort of focal point that you would then. Come on, brain, help. So if I was doing a hallway,
would it be like two focal points, one for like each side of the end of the hallway, like one wall and then the other wall?
actually no, because
Actually,
no, I'm trying. My
I'm
brain, leave me
joking, don't
alone.
worry.
Don't. I'm not being mean.
joking.
So let's say this is the end of the hallway. This door. The hallway would come out like that. I'm not following the guidelines right now, but it would come out like this because the focal point would be right here. So I should just didn't follow the thing. My brain, seriously. It's not great when your brain is on fucking fire.
I do
Yeah.
get what you're saying though. So that's a good sign.
There's no pressure.
So much pressure.
What was that pressure?
What?
It was a radio's fault now.
Was I not supposed to say that?
The word
Pressure,
pressure is
pressure.
cursed.
Oh no.
Again, I'm trying my best to. No, stop it. No, not that. No, stop it. No. No. What the fuck? Turn off one of these. There we go. There we go. So when you're doing architecture, it's normally like this. So the focal point would be here on the on these the lines that come out of it. I'm trying to describe this, very difficult, but like for everything that you were doing, you would reference the dot, essentially the focal point, and say I wanted to do a doorway here. I would again do a flat line down, but it intersects with, say, another line that's coming out of here, and that gives you the other side of the door, and it gives you a 3D perspective of the door then, because I'm not describing it well. I
The
know
best
I'm
thing to
not.
do,
Yeah,
Tim, is just practice and then
No,
see.
I get it. No, it makes sense. But yeah, I would explain my lines whenever I try to like draw a box and things. It's never actually looked straight because I was never using a focal point. And that.
It's again, it's difficult to describe how to do certain things, but like 3D objects are You would always do like the other part of it as at an angle to give it a 3D shape. Again, I can't really help when my brain has shut off, I think.
You can't, you're gonna take them.
I have talked.
Relax. Relax.
Okay, I'm gonna start sipping.
Okay. Two tips. What you could do is grab like a scene or a picture or a game or something and then look at that. A first person game might be actually a really good picture that you might get.
So thank you, great.
It's okay. Again, I know I'm not doing the best here to describe things, but I'm trying.
Fine, stop.
I think it's helpful. Okay, I mean, I'm
I
not
also
doing
think it's
perspective,
helpful.
but I
Yeah.
get it. I definitely understand what you're saying.
So
The only reason I'm like having flustering parts about it is because I know I'm not describing it well.
We don't know that.
Exactly.
But I do, so I'm panicking.
You're panicking and you're going to lose your job.
I have a job.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah. Really on the right, you're gonna be replaced.
No.
Yeah.
Also, for all of the other times I was drawing on this, I wasn't actually using the blue lines for sketches because it's harder to see it on streams.
Yeah.
So like if I'm doing like a humanoid face kind of thing, it's harder to see the fact that I'm doing blue lines because they're harder to pick up on stream. So I was just using black lines immediately. But that's also fine to do. Also, Tibbs, yeah, that's the
yeah.
perspective.
So if I move that changes the focal point down to like here as well.
Yeah, you can also increase the amount of them by tapping the little thing down the corner, the bottom right on your thing.
Oh yeah.
And that's the amount of them that are there. Because I use that program as well to do it.
I'm struggling a lot with using other colors or other, like, when you're trying to do color variation. I like, for example, if I was trying to do a leaf, like okay, let's grab, like, here's a green. No, that's not a green. That is not even a brush that can draw. All right, here's a green. All right, and to shade this green, I would just use like greens from ins. I would just use different what's the word of the values of green.
Mm-hmm.
But when people who are really good at it do it, they grab, I don't know, like the opposite color, and they would like use purple or because that's the opposite of green here, I guess, and then make that look really good somehow. Like
It's just they use a blending tool then, and they blend the two colors together.
yeah.
But it's a different way of doing shading and stuff in general. So if I was to do it, let's say big comical leaf. Let's make it an Animal Crossing leaf.
Amazing. The best leaf.
Amazing.
The new leaf.
And then I would pick a color to go for the inside of it. I would just pick another slight green that's slightly different color, and then I would fill that. So we have an outline of that and that. I would then go on to another layer and be like,
Yeah.
I want shading to be here, because I do this is a very simplistic way of adding shading. So like I would just do a big flat black and then say that's the shading for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a digital art kind of like easy shading and highlights. You do a big fat black for it, then for a highlight, let's say a white that's like that. Give it like dewy wet kind of thing. You would then change the opacity of this layer I can figure out
Yeah.
how to do that, and it does that because
Yeah.
it starts to gain the color from underneath it, and this is just like the most simplistic way of doing colors. Very simple. You layer things on one another, and then you lower the opacity to get highlights and darks. But if you want, what you're doing is more of a painted style. I
Yeah.
I am terrible at those. That's why I wanted you to teach me how you did it.
Cause what I want is the painterly vibe, right? So and I am struggling with it, you know.
Yeah, but that
I
looks
saw
amazing.
I saw I saw this lady give an example. She was like drawing carrots, right? And I'm just gonna make a carrot right here. Make a carrot right here. So she made like I don't know, 2 carrots, right? Here's 2 carrots.
Slap these two carrots together.
Yeah. They're friends, right?
Good
Okay,
fuck
cool.
this carrot.
And and so because this carrot is in the background, she put because here you can see the orange. The opposite color is blue. I don't know where this. Okay, yeah. So she put like a layer of blue on the carrot that was in the back. This is not blue. Yeah,
That,
she put blue on the carrot in the back before she put orange on any of the carrots. Because then the carrot in the background became muted.
I'm sorry, this sounds like a modern day maths puzzle. Am I having PTSD over here? God.
that's
Especially
actually
the
that's actually part of a color theory thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, "Huh?" You know?
So it's cold and warm tones, and cold tones are like your blues, like and all that. It's very difficult for me to describe it without
Yeah.
drawing it myself. But if you want to shade something, um, and you're doing like a painted style, or you're doing basically like a hard color theory style, you would use a blue to shade it a bit. Um, can't remember how Karina described it because that was one of the things I watched to catch up on it. But
I
she
need
was
to watch
like,
these videos, man.
"You really should, man." uh, so like, there's a way to do it, and I'm trying to piece together in my head. Give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you would use a blue to show like a natural shading or a natural color for shadows. And when you place another color on top of it or mix it with it, it becomes like
Mm-hmm.
a darker, more cold tone of the color itself.
Yeah.
And then if you used, say, a red or an orange or something like that, it would become more of a warmer tone. So,
Yeah.
so she was doing like a background of 2 carrots, as you said, and the background she did a blue over it to show that that's the one in the background, as well as it being shaded and like
Right.
behind everything.
Yeah.
So it becomes easier then to differentiate as you paint over it. That one is the darker and has a better color tone. I'm trying to describe, but like I'm failing again because my brain is shit.
Nah, I get it. You can use monkey words. I will understand.
My monkey words are ooh ooh ah, and then I just break my head.
No. That seems too far.
But yeah, the fucking uh, the way you're doing that leaf right now, that's amazing.
Well, is it though? Because the only thing I'm doing is I'm like thinking about everything as either a circle or a box. You know, like if you drew a box, here's a oh no, why do I always use weird brushes when I'm trying to describe what I'm doing? This is a leaf, right? So it makes more sense to think about it as a circle. And when you think about, I picture circle in my head, and I'm like, okay, so the light is shining on the circle. So the light is gonna be more on this side, and then if there's a crease in the middle of the thing, then it will obviously be dark on this side. And then all I do is I just go, okay, dark green for the dark side,
Mhm.
and then light green where it's light, and that's that's it. And then like
So
I put a little bit of darker in the middle if the darkest point is if there's a crease, then there should be, you know, more dark in the middle, I guess, you know?
so what you're doing with that is a monochrome style.
Yeah, and I want to use more than like one of the I don't want to use just monochrome colors. I want to be able to, you know, like when people draw like reflective surfaces,
Hmm.
they use a shit ton of colors that aren't actually there. And I'm always like, how do you know what color you're supposed to put there? Because if I put whatever the fuck color I want, then it's gonna look like somebody, like, threw up on the reflective surface, right?
Then you would use one of the color groups that I showed to pick the color.
You mean the triangle?
You would use triadic, complementary, or analog. Any one of
Right.
those to pick the color. It again. This is
Uh-huh.
color theory.
Yeah.
So you would, if you're using the green, you would use
Mm.
a yellow, like a bright yellow or even a red, to do a highlight or a color on it, and that'll, like, for your one, this
Eurydice.
one, yeah, Eurydice. She has a lot of greens inside of up here in this
Oh yeah.
section, and up here, if I can even use anything there, up here. Don't know why I'm using this brush, Jesus, but up here she's using a lot. There's a lot of greens, and
Yeah.
then there is oranges, which are
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say a complementary, but it is one of the colors that would be next to it.
Yeah. There's a
So
bunch of colors in there that are like, yeah, obviously you're gonna have an orange, right? Because her hair is orange. But then there's a
mhm.
pink in the background.
Yeah, that would be triadic then for her hair.
Yeah.
Um, one second, I'm just grabbing the colors. So it would be, oh, that's a very muted green, but you can kind of see it with this. The very dirty, earthy green. And
Yeah.
then the next color would be this orange,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm allowed to grab it. Jesus. Um, and then the next, she actually has four colors inside of there,
Mm-hmm.
including, and that's not including black inside this number of colors now.
That's not a
There's,
color,
yeah.
right?
Oh, technically, yeah. Technically, black is the absence of color, and white is the abundance of every color.
Right.
But we don't need to ever talk about that.
No.
But you can see here, those are the four colors that is being used on this. They all, they like this. It looked like a fucking clown when I when I did it like this.
Yeah, it does.
But they complement each other in very specific ways to show color variance on the plant that's on her head. So like you can see that I didn't grab this because that's still like a little bit of red mixed with the yellow, and then like the pink is like the shadow highlight that they have going on here.
Yeah.
Like it's difficult to pick these out, but if you can pick a palette that's like, as I described with the triadic, um, analog or complementary, pick some colors using these methods, and then you can apply them to it, and you might think that they don't match or they don't look good, but stick with it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and see if by the time you're a little bit into it, like more than likely what they did with this was they had this as one big green color. Like this just
Yeah.
was all of this was green.
Mm-hmm.
And then for that, you can see there's like a light green. Can't describe it very
Yeah.
well if I'm just using that.
No,
There's a
no, I
light.
see. I was
Yeah.
gonna mention that because she has this light green. I don't know what you call that, but like in between a light and a shadow, there's this other color. Usually, when people do light
The
and shadow
midtone, is
on
it?
colors, yeah, is it
Yeah.
a
It,
midtone?
it's it, it's a. I can't. I believe it's a midtone, but it's. I
Yeah.
would describe it as a separation.
Right. Well, there is on like the yellow parts of her clothing, like in her headband and the little scarfy thing she has around her herself. Like there is this mid tone between the shadow and
Mhm.
the color.
Again, this is a
Like-
very specific art style of how they do it as well.
Right.
It pops, and if you genuinely like that, that's a way to develop your own art
Nice.
style as well. You would probably emulate other artists in general. Like I would, if I was to ask a bunch of artists to draw this one character, not a single like one of them will probably have the, that
Yeah.
highlight around it unless that they
Yeah.
were copying it directly from the art style itself.
Mhm.
So it's just, I would say what you would do with this is pick yellow, green, and then I would say the pink as well. That we would say that that might be a little bit of a triangle, a little obtuse triangle, but yeah, it's a triangle for it.
Yeah.
So that would be triadic for this already. And then all of the red, the highlighted like lime green, the little bit of orange and stuff that's all added in. Those would be highlights that you would put in after
Mhm.
you start with these,
Right.
because you can see that these are all like pretty flat colors actually. Like
Yeah.
because like that's just this
That's just
flat,
that blob. Yeah.
yeah, added on. Then that's just a flat. So they layered the flat colors over one another to get the effect that they have here.
Mhm.
And if you wanted to emulate something like that, you would start with three colors, as I said, and
Yeah.
then change the saturation and value of those three colors to get the other colors that you have in this.
Yeah.
I can't help any more than that
I think
because
it's
I'm
pretty
trying my
solid,
best.
honestly.
I
like,
get it. No, it makes perfect sense. But the specific thing is this works so well when you're doing a character that has a bold outline.
Mm,
But cuz I'm trying to like not be very bold with my outlines, and that is so hard because then you have to really know exactly how to shade things, otherwise it will just look really strange.
what's fun with doing a bold outline thing
Mhm.
um, is whenever I do it with some of my characters,
Yeah.
like can't grab
I
any one
feel
of
like
them
I
right
should
now.
I feel like I'm thinking about it. I feel like because I want to do a more painterly style with this piece that I'm working on right now. I should maybe start off by like doing maybe a bust or something in a more splash arty way, with a more bolder outline, so that I can kind of get a hold on like maybe colors and stuff before
Yeah,
I do this.
I, I, I would say do a bold outline on it. Try it with that, and then do what I'm doing here, and remove the bold outline
Mm-hmm.
because this is a Rydia from Final Fantasy, and I was just
Yeah.
drawing her because I was having fun with trying out the watercolor pen. But then I
Mhm.
removed the outline, and I like that more.
Yeah.
And you can try that with any of your art pieces that you have, if you have them on digital anyway. And you remove the outline, and it can still pop, but you might have like what I have here, which is like a bunch of white lines where the outlines were.
Mm-hmm.
You can again you can go in and refill those or leave them as white highlights because they can look well with that as well. I'm just giving you
Yeah.
options here, and I'm not giving you a full solution because I'm trying to help. I just don't know exactly how to right now.
I think it makes sense. I get it. No, don't stop apologizing. It's
yeah,
great.
stop stressing, man. What the
I'm
fuck?
stressed though
Why are you stressed?
because I made this and I'm panicking that I did it wrong.
No, you didn't. You didn't do it wrong. You did it well. All right, let me just. I'm gonna put some flats on this now. Just,
Yeah,
to,
just
just to,
work with the flats.
Yeah.
And you would always like add more layers then to add another flat to give it the shading that you want, and then just layer it on over. Don't try and do it all on one
Yes.
like paint thing right away, because that could
Mhm.
be difficult to do if you're just trying to do a character design that you're not 100% sure on.
Yeah.
because again, art is a long process.
Yeah, it is.
Like Jam is doing the painted
Yeah.
process there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just layering a load, so that's all I'm doing.
Really, it looks pretty slay.
It's pretty
Yeah, it
slay.
does look slay.
I was no, but it does. You can definitely like it does look like the original picture. Or,
Kind of like I'm not great at like line art, so I haven't actually done like any painting stuff before. But I actually love how this is turning out so far. Actually,
Yeah, you're doing a very good job with it.
like it's not exact, but it's like the colors are close.
like my I usually draw on my iPad and but my pen broke.
No.
And I haven't gotten a new one because it's expensive. But I had this this Wacom tablet that I got for like my 13th birthday or something. And I was able to dig that out of like a cardboard box, and now I'm doing that, and it's like very different. So like I'm also trying to figure out how to draw, just with Krita.
Oh, Krita, yeah.
Krita.
I've only started recently myself, so.
Yeah, the thing is, Krita means like pen, or crayon, or not really crayon, but like in Swedish. So like
Oh.
I don't know how to say it without just saying Kirita, which is what it is in Swedish.
It probably is how that's pronounced, but it's like, I just say like Krita or something.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna say Kirita because it's Kirita.
It's what it is to you, yeah. So it's actually fine. Don't worry about it. There's nothing wrong with that. I've been enjoying using it anyway myself.
Yeah, it's free.
Exactly. That's why it's so good.
So good, so free.
So fresh, so yum.
Greg, can I ask you a question now?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Say this box here with the door, that's the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I was to draw the room beside it, I can only use as much space that's inside this box to the left, yeah?
Yeah, that would still be
Yeah.
the horizon line then you would have for.
Yeah, but that's also just how much of that room you'd be able to see, isn't it?
Yeah. If it was a cross section like that's how much you would be able to see of that room.
Change the background color.
Yeah, I think I get it now.
Mm.
What?
Okay there?
What did you do?
What?
You okay?
Why did the background become transparent?
It heard you, and it was just
Wait,
like, fuck
what?
you.
What? Is it?
It said you were going to change it, so you got upset.
What? No, but seriously, why the hell is it transparent now? What happened? What? Oh, is it because I... What? Okay. Apparently, if I have the eraser equipped and I book it, it just deletes everything. I guess, now I know that.
So yeah, if you swap to eraser, I think it tries to match whatever your brush is currently is all.
I guess so.
It's easy peasy.
I'm trying to block out this tree lady. It's difficult.
Yeah.
Try to block her out. Keep her out of your head, man.
I'm just blocking in the shapes that she is.
And she's a whole lot of shape. Let me...
Yeah,
is a lot of shape.
she's shapely and I love her, but
No.
she's so fun. I love her.
She is so fun. I tried to do this. I can actually... I tried to do this different like art style that I saw someone do a while ago. Is when you like, because when you use colors, it can be really difficult to differentiate between like not the saturation of the color, but the value of the color.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way to really see the values, because like light kills values.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, if you wanted to be able to draw things three-dimensionally, you go in and you draw it all in black and white, and you shade it, and you basically and then you put colors on top of the things that you've already rendered, and then the colors become the values automatically.
Mm. That
And
is
then you don't
actually
have
like a
to.
that's a really good example. I just didn't get to that part.
Yeah.
They do actually. One of the videos I sent, Karina doing.
Mhm.
I think it's actually just called Color Theory with Karina. Uh, she does that in um, one of her examples.
Yeah.
Pull it up there.
And the like the struggle I had with that was like when there was like where to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at what I'm doing right now, like because I'm trying to color inside of this line art,
Yeah.
it's really hard to make that look. It was for me. It was very hard for me to make it look seamless because there was like no line art and there was no hard edge where the color or whatever could hide underneath.
Mm.
And so like yeah, you can see it right here because the line art. I have to zoom in a lot to make this viewable, but because the line art is like see through.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I put color underneath it, I mean you see it. You
Yeah.
see where the color is and you see where the color isn't. It creates this like kind of harsh line in between the line art and the color. And like it was super hard to make that look seamless and good. And I struggle with it right now as well, even though I'm not doing that. And like I never know how to shade line, like to put color underneath line art without, because if the line art is just a tiny bit see through, it's like really hard to, you know, do stuff with it.
Yeah. Again, that's why I said on one of my pages. Again, I'll find it. Uh, do I have it there? No. Um, when I said get the tapering, kind of pen, it's just that it has no texture. It has no like breakup point. As I said, it's not a pencil. It's
Right.
literally just like straight line kind of thing. Like it
Yeah.
still has this blur on the side
Mhm.
that I don't particularly enjoy, but it's better for doing line art like this because oh wait no that's the wrong one. Poncho, I'm pretty sure where the fuck it's gone. It's better for doing line art like this because then you can easily, and this is just a small thing that you can do with digital art in general. You
Mhm.
just selection tool magic wand, and you can grab the inside of that, and then you can color in that section only.
Yeah.
So you could try it with that, but I'm pretty sure it'll grab a lot of the extra pixels for the type of pen and pencil you used.
Mhm.
It, so as I always try to say at the jam and stuff, you would grab a pen that has a very little. You can see what it's
Texture
doing
and
here. Yeah,
stuff with it.
very little texture, very little
Yeah.
um, stuff with that, so that you can just illustrate a bit better. But
Mhm.
I, the last time I did a outline that was kind of sketchy, um, it wasn't on this. It was on my tablet, so I can't show it. So it was
Yeah.
on my tablet. I have my Samsung tablet, but it's it is very difficult to do that. You can still do the selection tool, the magic wand selection tool, and if you have like sealed up the lines enough, you can still get a lot of
Yeah.
your painting done very easily with that, or your flats
Mhm.
done very easily with that. But you would need to go in up close like you're doing now and do that if it's a type of pen that's difficult to capture with the magic wand tool.
Yeah. I don't
You
really know
can't.
how the magic wand. Like
You
how.
don't?
n- I mean, I know that you can select things, but like I don't know how to use it effectively.
Okay. try to show it there. So, it's like grabbing that. Please just merge with the layer below and stop annoying me. There we go. So the magic wand tool, it on my one it has like different things of refer to the editing layer only and refer to all layers. But when you use it, it'll grab. Say if I click on the darker gray that I have here, it'll only grab the dark gray that it can touch essentially.
Did I just grab the exact color of the background? How the hell did I do that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Continue, please.
So if you can kind of see on my screen,
Yep.
I've selected the outer part of her right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just remove that. You can see that I got rid of most of the dark gray now, but there's still sections in it. So I would magic tool those as well, because it'll just grab that one type of color, essentially. When it finds an outline, it'll stop.
Alright.
And then I can remove those. It's easy enough to do when you're removing one color or selecting something. So like because this has a very distinct outline, this art, it has a very distinct outline. You can see it's slightly choppy now because of me removing things, but it does have a distinct outline. I'm able to grab on the inside of it as well. Like, and because these are all just layered colors, like that orange that I showed earlier, I can remove that layered color. You can still probably see a tiny bit of it because the magic wand tool isn't perfect. It grabs the same color as best it can without getting the blurred edges kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the general way of using a magic wand tool is you just select it to pick one color, like the bucket tool, but it selects the color that you're clicking on.
Right.
And
so
how
I couldn't could I make it select to the negative space inside of an outline?
Yes.
How? Because when I click, it doesn't matter if I click the outline or in the middle or outside. It just selects the entire outline.
Canvas. Well, when you click on the, you need to have sealed, like say like up here on her hair.
Oh
that
yeah, I know that.
It needs to be fully sealed.
Sealed.
Or you change the there is, that's like tolerance, I think it's called on the pen, and the higher tolerance it has, the more random guff it'll grab. Like if say I have 81 on the tolerance right now, this will just grab the entire screen for me instead of grabbing the thing I want. So if I reduce it down to, let's say 25.
I don't think my the Krita magic wand is capable of such magic things.
Okay, Viridian, here's all I want you to do. Open settings in the top, and then go to Dockers, and then scroll down to tool options. And have that clicked. And
I do have that clicked.
so when I click on magic wand, this thing here opens up on the bottom right, which lets me change the threshold, my spread, and turn off anti-aliasing or change the grow scale of the selection as well.
Oh, you mean?
That's it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Ah, right. I forgot this.
He was just sitting there behind the color wheel.
Whoops. Yeah, because I don't have too much space. You know?
Very. You can always bring something over to the left side if you want to underneath your brushes, because you don't have a lot of brushes.
I do. Yeah, I do. These are my favorite brushes right now.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would recommend that to people to
I'll do that. I think maybe maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah, make a selection of your favorite brushes as well, just in general, like Viridian did.
Wait. Oh, what the hell did I do now?
Oh no.
Nah, I lost the color wheel. No, seriously.
You can more than likely separate those as well by grabbing the name of it. So if it says color wheel, you can grab that and pull it down, and it'll retool itself into a different part.
Okay, it's fine. We got it. We're good.
We're learning Krita.
We are learning Krita. Actually, I'm gonna put this
Let's
back.
get
Tibbs is doing the
Karita.
most technical drawing.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
was trying to figure out how to, but because
It's working,
everything's
Tibbs.
getting,
You're doing
It's
quite
working.
well.
yeah, but everything's
Yeah.
getting drawn towards the focal point now.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how to make certain things 3D sort of thing.
yeah, but you're doing it. That actually looks
Yep.
very three-dimensional as it's going. It's going to the back of the room now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. See, I wanted that's the cooker, and then I want to put like one of those events over the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure how to actually draw the lines to make it 3D now. The event.
Um, there would be a second, or you would. I can't really use that.
Would I put
Uh,
a yeah.
it's just difficult with when you use that particular tool that you're using because it you can only use one at a time. Um, if it was on my tablet, I would be able to like make multiple focal points and be able to like draw from that, like as if it's like, did anybody do technical drawing in
Yeah, I
school,
did.
like tech graph and stuff? It's like that. You would have multiple lines to be able to like intersect and cross over one another to be able to draw most of the things. What the way you would have to do that on this right now is turn off the focal point that you have.
Yeah. What does pin do?
Your focal point looks like the area of Sauron, by the way. It's very small.
Is it just whispering "I see you" now?
Joke's on you, Tibbs is into that.
I am, yeah.
Don't expose yourself, Tibbs, it's fine.
You already exposed me, it's fine, I'm just continuing the bit. Do we have hamburger help over here? We don't, do we?
No, we don't. Hamburger helper is like, if Bebop can describe it properly,
The fuck is Hamburger Helper?
it's like basically hamburger meat and stuff. I think it's like a kit for making hamburgers.
Oh, it's like a Lunchable?
I don't know.
Like
No, because you have to cook it all the way, don't you?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I don't think we have that, yeah. Don't think so.
You getting the flats down there, Caridian?
Well, I could select a little bit of the thing, so that's cool.
Yeah, but with most of these, there's always like if you use
Yeah, there's a gap or
control or shift, you can
Ooh.
add or subtract as well. So if I was using my magic wand tool, there is selection modes on mine that are just here, and it's just like add to selection, subtract from selection. It it's difficult to do that. I don't know how to do it on Citra. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how you what the art program is you're using. I
Oh,
don't know how to pronounce it.
Citra. Citra's an
Yeah.
emulator program.
Oh, it isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is, it is.
I was like, Citra.
It,
Nice.
But like you can kind of see what mine. I can click on that tolerance is weird. But I can click on that and then I can click again and it adds to it. My one just adds because I have it set to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They're the same way Jam said to go into those settings. There might be a setting on that says selection mode, or I think it's Control or Alt that you would be using to add or subtract. Like Alt subtracts for me. So if I'm doing all of this, I add all these, and I click Alt, it subtracts it instead. It removes that selection. And then if I was doing it in my regular mode and I hit Alt, I think it adds. No, Shift. Shift is adding it.
Okay, it doesn't look. I don't. Let me see.
This is just the based on the art program that you're using, so I don't know how to get it to work 100%. But it's always like a shift, a control, or alt that you would use while tapping the screen or using your pen will add or subtract.
Yeah, but what does add and subtract do?
So add lets you. So you said you were only able to select one part at a
Oh.
time. So if you're adding, you can add
Oh.
multiple parts.
Right. And then I. Oh! Oh. Science.
Yee! I- I'm
I
helping
did
with
not-
small problems.
Yep, I did not know that that was a thing. Very cool.
Oh. I love that I'm able to like help you guys a little bit at a time.
Yeah, you did great.
Yeah. I like it too.
Think, thick, and appreciate. It's been just over an actually been over an hour. Do you guys want to do more stretches?
I've been doing them every so often because I'm panicking.
Never know well, so I'll put up this the screen for stretches. Ugh. Ugh.
Jibs. Hockey ball.
Ooh,
Hamburger helper is just a type of macaroni, or just like
Yeah.
an easy kit.
It's macaroni with like hamburger stuff in it.
Oh, I was expecting it to be like because we have like taco kits that like gives you all the pieces to make tacos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like I
Yeah.
was expecting it to be like help you make a hamburger, not just macaroni.
yeah. For the longest time, I thought it was like an easy bake oven
Oh,
or something.
Barbie's Easy Bake Oven.
Mm-hmm.
I want to buy one of those because that they apparently harm children, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, Radiant said throw a
Youch.
nut. Everyone gets a fucking snack. Oh shit.
Yeah,
I've
'cause
got-
I ate
I
a
don't.
snack and then I was like,
I
had
don't
no
have
make-
any snacks.
Get some snacks, loser.
I have spicy water.
Snags.
All my snacks are
Ice cream.
downstairs.
High sea water.
Alright. Kids are doing hydrate, so I'll get a drink too.
Why would you add milk and water to hamburger meat?
Because it's
Mac and
cheese,
cheese.
mac and cheese. It's a mac and cheese thing
Oh,
with
okay.
hamburger meat in it, by the looks. Again, we don't have it here, so
No,
Like
it just sounded like he was just adding milk and water to
He really likes
ground
water.
beef. It's like that doesn't sound nice. Sound like a really bad milkshake.
It's disgusting.
actually, yeah. Verdian, doing the selection tool is literally how I made this outline thing.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Because
Okay.
I selected all the flat colors on the inside. And
Give me a minute. I'm gonna go get some more water. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
goodbye.
Right?
So
Water.
if I remove the outline, this is what it looks like, which is it's still nice. I really like both.
Yeah, it is still nice.
But the thing is, my art style when I was ever on paper and stuff would always be a massively sketchy outline like this, and then
Yeah.
like really clear lines on the inside of the sketched outline.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my art style. It's just very difficult to emulate on computer.
What is threshold and spread? Because I can
Right.
understand spread is like how much it's gonna select, right? But what is threshold?
Threshold is say there's like I'll have to go on to this other illustration again. Say there's like here when I'm zooming in on this.
Mm-hmm.
This part here, the part in between. When you have a threshold on like a tool on one of these, it's like if you click here, it'll spread out and then it'll see that there's space here. If you have I guess I'm thinking smaller for your your program right now because mine is that as well. It'll like this is will grab everything, but if I increase the threshold on it, it should realize that there's a space in between those two
Mm-hmm.
and close it before it grabs everything else. So just try that and mess around with it and see if it's in context with the selection tool.
All right. I will mess around and see if it does anything.
Because every single art program says things differently. Because like I have close gap and tolerance as two different things.
Ooh. All right. I put it to max. What does it do? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing.
So like mine doesn't have the way you described it, but it does have close gap, which is it did this. If you can see the dotted lines on my
Oh
thing,
yeah.
it grabbed that
I see.
and stopped it from being able to go on top of that or going through that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what my one does. But every art program is slightly different, which is infuriating. But I try.
And now, what the hell did it do? Okay, what's selected now? Everything. Okay, what the fuck was the point?
If you want a slight bit of help there, Tibbs, that green above the cooker that you're the vent that you're trying to put in, you could do the focal point again of you know what, I can actually like I could be bit more proactive with this and just fucking grab your stuff and sketch over for you. Um,
Would the green door as well, does that need to be bigger? Or
the what part?
the green door at the end of the hallway?
Um, you could make it a slight bit bigger, yeah. So I grabbed that. I'll just add more layers to my thing. Add it to this. Import image. Where is your thing that I grabbed? There it is. So again, I just grabbed it from the screen. So sorry if it's going to be a bit jank. Um, so this is your. This is your. Let me do it. Thing. This here. God damn it! Fucking. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, but I am freaking out a bit. I'll do it in red so it'll be easier to see. That's your focal point. And you did along this line to get the top of it, did along here to get the top of that, and get the bottom of that. And what I'll do is I'll reduce the opacity on this so it's easier. What I would do then for this is when there's more lines going on here, so you would want the end of the thing, so it would be another horizon line that you would be putting in, if you can see what I'm doing. It'd be another line
I'm back,
that goes along
baby.
here. Why is it doing that? Hello.
Ew, what I miss?
I'm doing what I can to help Tibbs. I'm just failing.
God, your art stealing?
I literally grabbed it so that I could just show him.
You thief.
So you're wanting to get perspective on the thing again. It's just very difficult to do it.
It's also a tight angle as well, I think.
Yeah. Keep doing it on the wrong layer. So you again, as I'm trying to say, you would still do some horizon line nonsense with this, but what you would then do is try to place it like this with straight lines. Is that how you want the shape to be?
Waffly, yeah.
So as you can see, I did. You wanted the top part of like the thing here to be slightly slanted, but you still wanted to have the perspective. You would still do that on a horizon line, and it comes out like that. God damn it! I keep clicking the wrong things.
Beep Pep says Dr. Pepper is the best soda.
How dare you? I mean, you're not wrong. It does have that cherry flavor here, so it's really nice.
Do you like Dr. Pepper for
I
Coke?
don't think it's that cherry flavorish.
I'm used to it having like a cherry flavor for me.
Cherry
Specifically
flavor.
you.
Yeah,
It's not.
right. Everyone keeps saying it's not, but I'm just like am I
It's,
getting Dr. Pepper with cherry or something? Every time I get it, I don't know.
no, it is more fruity flavor. I never. It's not like the other cherry flavored drinks that you can get.
Cherry Coke.
Beep Pep really likes Dr. Pepper, apparently.
I also like Dr Pepper.
Oh,
I
Beep
said
Pep,
no,
Tibbs
just
will
have to
fight you for
taste
it.
the price of it. Stop's being a dick at the moment.
I couldn't find that popcorn you talked about, by the way. Impossible. I looked in like multiple centers as well. And Tesco.
And if you're, I'm just trying to help Tibbs there 1 sec.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying because my brain is like shutting off. So if you're trying to say you're trying to cover this, damn, I'm using the trying to cover this part here. You would take the corner part that you have there and use that as a cross section. So say I'd do that, and then this would be the front of it then. This section here that I'm going to highlight in red. That would be the front part of it. And you would grab from the corners to the sections that you want. I'm trying. Hopefully you're understanding it. I'm just.
I am, yeah. You're basically just extending the other lines and then putting them into the focal point then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a strawberries and cream flavor Dr. Pepper.
Apparently, yeah.
I did try it. I got it delivered to the house, but I don't know if it was due to the shipping, but it was kind of flat.
Disgusting.
It was because of that. So
There you go, Beep Pep. Tibbs says disgusting.
to be fair, I did say it was because it didn't come out flat.
It's okay. You don't have to make excuses. It's okay.
Now there's a couple of other drinks I ordered as well. There was the cookies and cream soda. There
Oh,
was
wait. I think that
also,
one... Oh, no. I've had like a bubblegum flavored, I think. It's been pretty nice. Wait. We're gonna... Here. Cream soda, I think is what it was called, actually.
I like cream soda.
What's your thoughts on apple cider?
Apple cider vinegar? Or...
No, just apple cider. Like, you know, the big bottles of apple cider you get.
Yeah, I kind of like it, but then again, I basically an alcoholic for a few years, so like it tastes like alcoholic cider. So
Just so everyone knows, that's a non-alcoholic drink.
yeah. Apple cider is like not the non-alcoholic one.
I've only had the Sedona.
That's it, yes, I don't know, yeah. Do you like it?
It's okay. Not my favorite.
Not the greatest, okay. Excuse me. I'm gonna take some medicine in a while, I think.
I'm trying to block out the lady.
Oh, the lady. Another wife to add to the threshold.
She's basically doing a JoJo pose.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
She's doing like a sassy JoJo pose, and I like it.
Mm-hmm. There's a vibe for sure.
Like, this is another thing I would recommend for people who are trying to learn certain art techniques and things. You would find an image of the art that you like and try to emulate it, try to block it out, try to figure out how they did it. Like what I was doing with Viridian there and saying like how they did the hair with different colors. Essentially, you would don't say like this is my art now or anything, because all I usually do is I just block out from something and then go from there.
Hmm.
Because that's the problem with some like art problems in the fucking art community is like there are people that will say this is fully my art now because they just took an image and they edited it a little bit. But what you would do if say I was like going to draw her full head here and draw with that tree and stuff, I would probably get the same shape as best I can. Like I'm just doing it here, like I would just do that and just edit out and draw over it a little to get the basic head shape, get the thing I can, try to copy the colors as well. Like so I would probably like ink tool dropper most of the colors that she has and make a palette out of that.
Hmm.
Like she has so many colors in her hair. Jesus.
It's a very fall.
Yeah. Fall.
I sent an image a while ago. I forgot it. I did that in the call chat
Mm-hmm.
when I brought up the example of trying to do everything in black and white and then putting color on top.
Is it still there? Is
That's
it?
an
I'll look at it in a second.
yeah. I was trying to do that, and I got to the coloring stage and I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. And then like I did it and it looked like ass, so I had to basically color the whole thing like, doing flats first and then that. Because I didn't do it while because I kept putting too much like the opacity was always like not 100%. So like you could see it was just weird and see through with the entire thing.
There is there's videos on how to actually do that from start to finish. If you ever wanted to, I would
And
say
I
just
felt like I was following like that, just kind of alright. And then I got to the point, and I was like, this doesn't look good.
like that's what tends to happen when you're practicing it anyway.
Yeah.
Like you would always be like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
But you can always like continuously add to it. Seeing how it's digital art, you can get you can just remove that layer or make that layer invisible and then just continue on. So like
Yeah.
I did that. I removed the layer and she's gone in the background, but I still have like the basics of what I can use. That's the strength of digital art because you can always like easily remove something if you've layered them correctly.
Yeah.
And again, if you wanted to do the black and white thing, you would do it. I think the way I was told to do it was you would do it as flat colors, but it's again the monochrome of black and white instead. And it's very difficult to do because you would need to like understand very specific thing. Like again, Karina from Drawfee did it. She did a scene here, and I don't know. like she was describing it, and I don't know how the fuck she did it because it's very difficult to
Mm-hmm.
do most of the time.
Yeah.
Where is it? I'm on her video right now, just trying to find it.
Mm-hmm.
How would I show this now? I guess I just screen share my thing. Um, Stop streaming and then restream. Like, if Jam wants to add that back in now.
Oh, you're off? Yeah. Oh, it's like, sorry. Get you up here now. Nope.
So you can see what she's done here. That this is how she did the way Viridian described it of doing it in grays
Yeah.
first. She does not describe how she did it in grays, which is the most upsetting part of this tutorial.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't describe how she did it. She just said I did it in grays, and then she's like I added everything in then afterwards, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like she added flats, which God, one sec. She added like a hue and a tone, and then like flats, and then she added specific things over it to like. I'm like, how did? Please explain it better, please. And I've looked for about a year on how to do it, and I haven't. We didn't even cover it inside of college, like how to do the gray tone thing. It's very difficult to find anything about it. So
Let me send a reel. I have a reel of a guy doing it and explaining what layers he's using. Let me send that.
yeah, if you can, I will study that and I will try to emulate the process and then see if I can like. I don't want to say dumb it down, but I would have to dumb it down for myself. But yeah, I'll stop sharing other people's works now.
Who's gone again?
Should I send it in art or where do I send it?
Pop it into art.
Yeah, art, I think it's fine, yeah.
Pop it into art.
Art pop off.
I saw this video and I was like, oh my god, I need to try it. And I still haven't really tried it because I haven't drawn like a really nice drawing to try it on yet. But I saw that. That's the one I saw, and I was like, yo.
What's your favorite type of pasta dish, by the way, everyone?
What's pasta dish?
Yeah, your favorite type of pasta dish, because I'm thinking like a carbonara is really fucking tasty.
Yeah, it's gotta be a carbonara or this salmon pasta that I make at home.
Pesto's lovely as well. Yeah.
For us, either a carbonara or bolognese.
I would probably say carbonara as well then, because it is
so good.
it's so tasty.
So tasty.
So tasty.
Really tasty.
The last time I made a carbonara, I added scrambled egg and pesto into the scrambled egg, and it came out really tasty with it.
That sounds interesting. I mean, I make carbonara the sinful way too. Like I use cream sometimes.
The sinful way?
Well, yeah. And
I mean, for me, with the carbonara, it mainly depends on how cheesy it ends up. I suppose mac and cheese is probably the better version that I would prefer more.
I had a lot of mac and cheese now, to be honest.
I'm not a mac and cheese person.
Yeah, mac and cheese or bolognese is what I got.
You basic ass bolognese, boy.
From what I'm understanding from this guy's how to do this, the shading is Yeah, the shading is the first thing he did for rendering,
Yeah.
and
And then he put colors and other things on top on different
yeah,
layers.
and the flat layer of color that he put on top, he reduced the opacity on that flat color,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you sort of did it.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to figure that out, but like he again the rendering is all the shading that he did underneath, and he instead of leaving anything out for the shading, he did the entire thing as a flat color first, which would be gray, and
Mm-hmm.
then he shaded in with all of the my brain with blacks and stuff like that to make it have the shading, and that's how he did the rendering. And then put the flat on above it, reduce the opacity of the flat so that it comes through. I think, or no, wait, fuck. There's a God, I can't describe it. Um, Jam, you know, it's the changing the type of layer.
I would just call that changing layers.
No, the darken, multiply, color burn.
Oh, it's like the fucking, what's it called? The blending?
Uh,
The blending mode?
oh, my thing is freaking out.
Yeah, so if you go blending, it gives you like all these addition, overlay, luminosity, saturation, etc., etc.
Like, you have to watch my stream, I think, to get it to
Oh, I thought I
work
did.
on.
What the fuck? Weird. I did.
So, it's over here. On my one, I can't really zoom in. It's really difficult, but it's in the layer blending mode for the layers. So you can like you can see I've selected the kind of blackish grayish color that he has, and I'm changing it to like glow or color dodge,
Yeah, there's the same in
and
this
that
one, yeah. For both
yeah, I
layers.
think that's what he did. He made it a multiply layer above the rendering and shading. I think I'm just trying to figure it out. I would need to practice it with other illustrations I have. Eventually, it'll just be me like opening one of my old drawings and like changing the layer values and stuff. I am trying. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure it out.
And
Forgot I had this.
fucking weird thing creature.
Again, if anybody's questioning like the goat shape or like the deer shape I did, this was the actual deer.
Oh yeah, right. I remember that strain.
But yeah, the way your man did it is sort of complex, and he's saying it's the simplest way, which
Right.
I don't fully agree that that is the simplest way.
Well, yeah. Usually, they say stuff like that, and so you click on the video, and then you're like, oh
Yeah.
no, what the fuck is happening now? So yeah, I see that.
Like it makes sense what he's doing, but like I'm already doing that with my way of doing it. Uh
Mm-hmm.
Again, I can't really describe it without saying watch. um my best example is Drawfee because they have so much. But they have videos, and I showed Jam this one actually recently. It was one of their speed draw episodes where they show the whole process from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
And usually they start with sketch, line art, flats, rendering, which rendering is you just add shading and you add more opacity layers and stuff on top of the flat colors to give them more depth and stuff. But from the sound of it, the guy that Viridian sent me, he did the shading and the rendering process that's normally done at the end for Drawfee before the coloring, and then added the coloring as a layer above it as flats, and then used one of the layer blending options to change it so that it blends properly into the shading.
They're saying Viridian sent us sinful videos.
No, this is just another process on how to
Joking.
do it. It's just, I think this one is difficult if you don't know how to do certain things on the digital drawings, and Drawfee does it the more simple way.
Okay.
You know what? I'll actually find that video that I watched with Jam, and
They're
I'll
good to
send-
watch as well, actually. So
yeah, they're very good to watch to learn. There it is. It's actually they drew their childhood art. They got some of the pictures of their childhood art and then redrew it essentially for themselves. That was the premise of this, but it's a speed draw, so they show the entire process on how they do things, and it's very good to like I watch these for entertainment and to study art.
Yeah.
Because these are 4 professional artists essentially that are working really really well on how they do a bunch of these. Yeah, even Karina does Karina's doing the thing I said to do where you draw first with blue and that's your sketch layer, and then you go over it with black lines. I think she's doing, yeah, trying to figure out. She gets to, I want to get to the rendering part of her thing, so she flats it all out with flat color. Yeah, she's actually doing the black and white thing. She's doing it in black and white. Because knowing her, she did it in black and white to color it later, but then forgot. I'm very worried about what Julia did. Oh my god, she did a fucking robot. She did a Gundam.
of course she did.
Oh no.
But there,
So hard to do.
but she is doing like, I don't want to show other people's YouTube art while I'm streaming with Jam, but it feels like I should show at least a tiny bit.
It's up to you.
It's React content. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
But they're
Exactly.
basically doing the way I described it, where you would draw in, you would draw in like a color. So like she's doing pinkish, purpley pink right here, to do her sketch layer, which this is a really detailed sketch layer. And then she goes over it to become more of the line art. There, she's going over it in red to do the proper line art then.
Also, a reminder for you guys to save your images real quick, just to make sure nothing crashes.
I didn't do
Reminder.
any art, so
Yeah, you were busy teaching. Save my boy.
Yeah.
I should save this thing though that I made, so excuse me. Yeah, they basically these are a very good example on different people doing art process, and what essentially what I described earlier on like how to do the step-by-step on a full illustration, because the speed draws show you everything that they did from start to finish. But Julia's usually the one where I'm like, Jesus Christ, because she did Blender 3D rendering on one of them before she did any illustration on top of it. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm just watching this now. So yeah, she gets rid of the under sketch then, and she has her clean lines. And oh, she actually did the selection tool the way I was describing to Viridian. If I can get it.
For sure she's not. Cause listen, do I go onto another layer then on top of the lines?
Uh, to color it in, I would say yeah, you would do another layer for coloring. It's always good to. Again, I'm sorry that I'm doing this. It's just uh, it's easier to do another layer for coloring when you're doing digital art because then it's not mixed with your line art. So that if you do make a mistake, you can always either remove that layer or change the layer or delete from that without ruining your line art.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, you can see how she's picking sections with the selector tool. And this is like, again, professional artist. She's picking parts of the art with the magic wand selection tool to add a different color to that part of the thing every time. Every time she's selecting something. Again, this is why I love Drawfee and artists that go on YouTube and stuff. They show a lot of their work, and most of the time there are tricks and tips that like teachers do not know and will not teach you because they don't think it's relevant or useful.
Mm.
Mhm.
Like my college course teachers, they did not know how to use digital art because they were all traditional artists. And when I was doing animation, I was actually learning from someone who worked on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 90s.
Yeah.
And all of his things were painted cells of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, drawn by hand, no digital art. It was all those. So he did not know how to do the digital section of it, and it was anytime we would ask him about it, he would be like, "Don't ask me that. I don't know," and then just like ignore us if we asked anything like that.
Yes.
But part of our course was to do digital art, and he would just ignore it until we had to do it ourselves. So
It's weird.
yeah. Also, if you brought up anything about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with him, he would hate you for it. I
They just
don't know
didn't like
why
his
he
work.
would
What
not
the
talk
fuck?
about it.
It's really weird.
If someone came in with a TMNT T-shirt, he would tell them to get out.
What?
Yeah, it was very bizarre.
Sounds a bit like a dickhead, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah,
think?
definitely.
Who's asking what did you study, by the way?
I multiple different things over the years. The first one was art, craft, and design. So it was like multimedia art as well as like traditional art and painting and all that. Then I went into animation, and it was digital animation, but again, our teachers did not know about digital properly, so they did traditional more than digital. And then I decided to try and do it again with a different group of people, and that was more. They were trying to make me use CAD, computer aided drawing, which is more for the example purposes what Tibbs is doing right now, where you use horizon lines to block out things and you don't actually use digital painting or anything.
Mhm.
So all of the things that I learned for digital art is mostly self-taught, because everything else they did not teach correctly. And I will change my
Yeah, well,
view
that is
thing now.
silly. I
Yeah,
mean,
right?
I think
It's really dumb.
you're doing a good job though, considering.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Damn it.
Where did it go, Viridian?
No, this is a different thing, but I found, because I'm on, can't see, but I'm on Pinterest right now, and I'm looking for like inspiration and stuff, and there's this, I saved a really cool thing, but I saved it to the wrong thing, and I tried to remove it and put it in a new thing, but it didn't save, and then I deleted the original thing in the wrong folder, and now it's gone.
Jesus. So
I mean,
many,
that is a
Trying to find
problem.
it.
so
And I'm
many
like,
That's a
things.
problem with digital.
Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. It's gone now. Oh no. It was so pretty too. Man. What the hell?
Hmm. Oh, Gray redeemed stretch a deep breath. Okay.
It's because I'm stretching.
Yeah. I redeemed the snack one because I was having a snack and I was like, oh, gotta redeem to do this.
And I redeemed hydrate out. Oh, Lou. Hey, Lou. Lou redeemed hydrate as well.
Ooh, lovely. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I've been sipping while I was answering Lou there.
Ah, water.
Sparkling water.
Oh my gosh, wait, I found it.
Normal water.
Ah. I pulled my headphone away.
Like, you would never be able to tell from some of the nonsense that I make like this that I did do art in college.
I love the nonsense you do.
No, I think you can tell.
What, the part about me burning down Notre Dame, or?
Both art college and
He burned down Notre Dame because of our college.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That was his Roman Empire.
Like, that was my Roman Empire. Wow. There's other things as well that I've learned that, like, when you know it, it's kind of like always prevalent, especially like, for example, when I play D&D and I think of dwarves, you always think of like these kind of shapes for their language and art, where it's always like blocks and stuff like that, and then as it goes into itself, it's always like intricate blocks that make nice shapes and stuff throughout the entire thing. And then elves are always like curvy and curly kind of, so it always goes like in on itself and curves and curls and does like a bunch of I can't really describe it properly, but like it's very organic shapes that goes in on itself like that. That's Art Nouveau and Art Deco. And it was like anytime you would notice someone doing like, I made a dwarven city with dwarven art, that's Art Deco. Like, that's Art Deco style. And then whenever you see the elves and they have like these leaves that swirl and twist in all of their art, it's Art Nouveau. And I've done so many fucking papers, like written papers on like Art Nouveau, Art Deco, and like so many different types of art styles that they start to blend together when your teachers aren't good. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so I always have to like read up every so often to try and remember certain things, and I'm just like, did I draw Art Nouveau or Art Deco when I was doing that? Fuck, I did the wrong one. Whatever. And it's always like basic foundations of like education for art. It like really changes how you think of certain things.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just kind of rambled there.
No. I think it's great.
I totally get that.
I think it's just like I'm listening, but I'm also drawing, so.
No, you're not listening then.
No, I am fucking listening, bitch.
I'm coloring and listening.
Wow. You're going the extra mile there,
Per-
Tips.
Also, apparently, that's really good for information retention. Is to do a doodle while you're listening to someone.
Well, there you go, see? Hey, Loading, welcome. You said,
Loading.
Emoraman. Oh, Roman Empire? Okay, the way... Okay. You said Roman Empire. I thought of the one person who played Grover in the Percy Jackson TV series. Why? Why was that your Roman Empire?
I just think maybe Roman and Rovan, whatever, sounds similar. Maybe that was the correlation.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. He said something about being a person's Roman Empire. Who, Grover said that?
We watched that recently. I don't remember the most of the.
Is
Most of
it
it.
any good?
It's
It is
fun.
actually, yeah, it is.
I read the books years ago.
Years and years ago, when you were young.
I have them all as
I-
audiobooks because of dyslexia.
I had a DS cart with the books on it.
Well, that's interesting. So why do you read on like a low pixel screen then?
Oh, I read them on the DS.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
That's a pretty low pixel screen, I think.
Yeah, I think that's like, what, 340 by something else, but it's really small. You wouldn't watch YouTube videos on that.
I never tried.
Oh my god.
I don't know if was there.
I think the DSi might
Oh.
have, that was a similar resolution.
I should do more full illustrations on this fucking program. I think.
I really like doing this background stuff. It's great.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
that looks really good. To be honest, I don't enjoy doing background stuff, and I don't enjoy doing like painted background things. So if I'm ever going to do like stuff, I would draw the character, and then I would probably hire Jam to do the
gosh.
backgrounds for me now.
I heard this is
I
my
could see you
first
could do it.
background, so... I'm not that great with it, though, to be honest.
Yeah, but like, that's way better than my first background thing I did for Bunch of Leomon on this tablet.
I used multiple brushes, didn't you?
Yeah,
It's fine.
I used brushes to make it easier, so I didn't need to actually pay attention to it myself.
Gotta take the easy route out, don't you? Yes, you do.
Thing is,
Well, if I could, that would be my plan.
There's so many. You should
That
download
does
CureDAP
have
because
brushes.
there's so many brushes.
that program does have brushes, and you can also create them yourself by using any picture you want. Like I did it with the Jam Orb last time.
Jorb.
Which-
Orb.
I might pull up.
Chub. What are you up to loading, by the
Okay.
way? You up to anything good? Sorry, I'm not talking much, by the way. I'm just trying to concentrate on this because I'm really into it right now.
No, it's good that you're into it.
You're supposed to be really into me instead.
No one's into you, Tibbs. That's gay.
I didn't think that was a problem.
Oh no.
Where did I put the fucking jam or the weird orbs that I made?
You're fucking saved it, mister. Well, they're on the Discord anyway, so.
Are they? I can't find them.
And the orb channel, the.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. I forgot that I made my own channel for the orbs.
Yeah, there's literally a thread of things on it, so.
It's my brain, man. As I said, it's melting after describing so much.
You are grand.
Is there any of this area up at the top there that's grey that can be colored in.
What?
You see there about the blue line.
Uh-huh.
Can I color that in, or do I leave that gray?
That would be the ceiling. So yeah, you could color it in.
I tried that and it looks slightly off. Does that look off, or does that look okay?
Um, I'm on several different tabs at the moment, and I'll get
Maybe
back to
different
it.
color tips. Because you want the ceiling to be like less noticeable than the floor, I think.
Are you working? You're currently working with a monochromatic color palette right now.
Is that intentional?
Like-
I wonder.
I'm asking.
It was,
Ooh.
but I don't know about the width, to be honest.
Well, there's a way on that type of tool to change your base color that you've picked, and I do not remember how to do it. I could grab my tablet to do it, but it's powered off right now, and it would be a few minutes
Effort.
before I could. It would be a few minutes before I could do it. Also, yeah, I made this pen on that art program that you're using, so
So you're saying Tibbs has many opportunities now to make his own magical pen?
yeah.
Nice.
Pull up the layers, Tibbs. I have to go back into viewing everything again because it's freaking out on me. Can you hold touch with your finger the color the one that you want to edit, like hold that down. Does a menu come up?
No.
Tap it. There you go.
Right there.
The effects. In actions,
Oh,
effects,
okay.
middle of the
Yep.
yeah. There you go. You can change hue and saturation or color balance. You can change the hue, and that'll change the color. That'll change your monochromatic color that you're picking here.
Oh, that's handy. Thank you.
Again, it's like how I described it on this. If you want to change you would want to change the value, saturation. Well, value is lightness. It's called inside this thing right now. So saturation would be the amount of pigment the color shows, and then lightness is how is the value, which is how bright or dark the color is. So that like option on the effects is actually a good way of essentially doing a black and white image as well. You could do it full color and then remove all the saturation. Does that help a little bit there, Tibbs?
Yeah, I think that looks better.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anytime. Again, I'm just trying my best to help describe things and do things like that. Because I've practiced digital art many years now, and I'm trying my best to describe the little small things that are hard to figure out when you first start trying it. I'm really proud of Jam right now.
Why?
That looks
Yeah.
really good. That's really well done.
Stop.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh god, I'm just like, I kind of know what I'm doing, but not really. You know, this is. Wait, my
And you're
second
only
time
using
drawing
those.
this?
You're only using those 3 colors.
Yeah, 3 colors. Yeah,
That's amazing.
I'm using 3 colors and 1 brush. That's all I'm using.
Yeah, that's really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's really sweet. Thank you.
Like, it just shows that as long as you practice and try different things, you'll always get some sort of process that you want, and you'll learn what you like doing. You'll learn you how you would like do you prefer backgrounds or characters? Do you prefer doing effects like a lightning bolt instead of doing like anything else? And that's how a lot of art studios and animation studios are broken up into. Like, there are background artists, there are character artists, there are effects artists. Like, it's not like when you're one person doing an entire piece, you do everything. But within like an art company or an animation studio, it's different people will do different parts. So, if I was to like do an illustration now, I might ask Jam to paint a background for me.
God, don't. I'll be fucking stressing.
No, you would be able to do it.
I don't think so.
You're
Like,
able to do that.
I'm kind of painting from reference though. Like, I'm looking at it every so often. So.
Yeah, but if I was to like take a picture of somewhere inside of like whatever town and be like, do a paint of that, and give you a couple colors that you color snap from the thing, you would probably be able to do it very well.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because the thing is, I've already taught you a lot of things off of screen on how to do different things in art, and because I rant a lot whenever I'm alone.
That's okay too. Actually, that's wrong.
And like, essentially what you're doing is like still life, I would say.
Yeah, I think
Kind of.
so. It feels close to it anyway. You know, instead of being an apple or something, it's just like a street.
Yeah, because most of the time you would see that in every art gallery around the world, that there's paintings of fruit bowls, because a lot of artists practice with that because that is the easy practice of still life. It doesn't move, it doesn't change. It's gonna just sit there and it's easy to draw. And then there'll be people who do street corners that kind of like what Jam is doing right now, and they will learn that they prefer that, and then that becomes like their
Their jam.
their Jam. I didn't want to use the same word again.
No, use the same word. It's good. English is magical at that.
No, English is a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess, but it's still magical in a way.
If I could learn any other language, I would.
Any other language, really?
Most.
Dangerous.
I think Japanese would be cool, but that's only because I'm a weeb. And even then, I get the gist of it now. I'll never be able to tell you exactly what they say. I'll get the like tone of the conversation more than I would get like anything else. I think Jam and Viridian's art styles would complement one another.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. We can slap.
What art style I have.
I don't either, to be honest. I'm just doing whatever feels okay right now. It's probably the same for you, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll see what happens. We'll slap the Spriggan on top of this and see what happens.
A brown would look really nice with that, actually.
I can just like change the where's the filter? Just I'm not gonna do wrong one. I'm not gonna save it right now, but I'll just see what it looks like.
I have nothing to draw myself, so I'm just kind of like looking at all of yours and
Wow.
Silently, well, not silently, but judging them, yeah.
a little, uh,
A little bit.
just a tad, just a touch. Um,
Oh, I love the
for
blue
this,
actually and the green, the bluey green.
oh that's really good. Do that.
I'll let me finish it first because it doesn't take that long to change it anyway. So
It's because it's the color inside of the screen grab that you have is a yellowy kind of green, and because of I think it's a neon street light or something. You know, the yellowy kind of street lights.
yeah, I think so.
So it would reflect yellow more than it would reflect other colors. But if it was a more of a natural light, like say it's like um, it has just the blue from the sky, it would have that kind of blue being reflected a bit more. It's just hard to describe because like I did this for several years, so it's kind of ingrained in me without knowing the proper terms for things or the proper names for things. So
You're okay, don't worry.
I'm not okay.
Alright, okay, I believe you.
It's just a blank one. That's a lot. This is my Iridia water paint. Anti-orb JPEG.
Orb. Well, the blorb orb.
Actually,
yeah.
how did the orb stream go since I missed it?
It's great. We made like you saw the orbs, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm sure you did, Tips.
No, I missed the stream and I haven't downloaded the image yet to do something with it.
Oh, but you saw the orbs we did, didn't you? Like on
The ones we made, like the jam orb, the one that's
I
the
saw
squirrel
the
orb.
cloud orb and the squirrel orb.
Yeah.
And Sorba.
Sorba.
Orba.
It was just like silly fun to just make some. Essentially, the way I described it is always shit post memes, because that's what they are.
I think that's a pretty accurate description.
It was great fun though, I thought. So, would orb again, 10 out of 10. Can help you learn a bit of the Krita as well. A small bit.
Like that's what you would do with most of these. You would just practice with different pens, practice with just making shit posts, as I said, and just making like weird, funny things that you enjoy. That's why most of the art that you've seen me draw on these have not been like my top tier kind of. I sit down and I spend a shit ton of hours just rendering something. It's more I'm just having fun with it, and I'm just drawing and practicing. Because it's better than me having 10,000 hours on a single picture, and you only get to see like maybe a tenth of it on the stream.
Well, it's kind of like me, to be honest, where I'm like, oh, I'll have to wait till this is really done for it to be done proper, and I'm not just do 5 minutes here. I'm not a perfectionist, but I think that's the closest I think I am to being one. Or it has to be it has to be like really well for me to finish it, so I'll spend ages on it. Like the orb stream, I spent the entire stream just doing the jam orb, and that was it.
You did a good job at it though.
It was fun. I really enjoyed it, but it had to be like there was a standard I set myself, and like I had to be that, you know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Viridian's the same way then with her drawings.
Yeah, I am.
Like I had to essentially beat that out of myself. It took a long time because I was too much of a perfectionist at one point. Like when me and Jam started dating, he was just like, "Show me your art," and I was like, "Never."
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I get that for sure.
And now I have a bunch of emotes that I've created.
Yes, and the beautiful emotes, aren't they? Yes, they are.
Or multiple people.
Yeah.
Multiple. Multiply people.
I've like 5 different ones currently, I think. These ones. As they fly around on screen.
Oh, did you put them in, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have those 5 emotes, and like all of them, except for the Star Seeker Keyblade, were shitposts.
Love a shitpost emoji.
They're fun. And it's it's a good way to practice.
They could. I would love to put all the orb things that people make as an emote, but I can't. There's not enough room in the Twitch thing. Very sad.
I mean, you can remove the regular cunty orb and.
Oh, but you can't do that.
No, but you could and replace it every so often with a different one.
Maybe.
True.
Maybe.
Again, I'm giving you permission. You're allowed to do whatever you want with the things that I've given you.
Or even Star uses it now as well, so.
Yeah. It's great.
It'll be famous someday.
No, I'll be the person who supports the famous people.
Yeah,
from
but
the
saying
looks of
that's
it.
your fucking art right there.
I'm trying to think of something to draw myself for right now.
Pokemons.
Yes.
From memory again?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
It was fun last time.
Okay. Pokemon.
We'll each give you a Pokemon, and you can try to draw them all.
Okay. I was just gonna do a random generator, but okay.
No. All right, we'll start with Tibbs, because Tibbs is the one who suggested it.
I wasn't expecting to be put on the spot.
Tibbs,
How dare you?
get with the system.
What's his name?
Oh, great.
Sudowoodo.
A Sudowoodo. Okay.
Lou has thrown a nut, by the way.
Okay.
I don't
and Lou's
have
saying
any
draw a
nut.
thing.
Alright, what's the thing you have to draw, Lou? Do you want to name a Pokemon, Lou, actually? That's what you should do. Because if you're reading that, you got to suggest a drawing, so. Gengar with a cap.
Okay, give me a moment. We'll do the Sudowoodo
What type
first,
of
and then
cap?
I'll
No,
do your...
like Ash's cap or a
No cap.
a weird fucking bean. Do I have stabilization on?
I think it's a regular cap that says no cap on it, hashtag.
Fuck off. Yeah, I'll put on stabilization for that.
Lou wants to be a Gengar. That's great tips, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I love that, actually.
When I change from
it-
red to blue, it's a way softer on the eyes then.
It is nice.
Thanks to Gray, he helped a lot.
I
know
don't help that much.
What some people do, I've seen it actually, is they if they turn on the Sims, and what they do is they get a camera angle and then they take a screenshot of the room that they made, and then they trace the lines over it, and that's how they would learn perspective from that, because you can just angle it any way you want, and then you can make the room as big as you want as well.
I've seen people do
That
that.
would
in
mean I'd
Minecraft
have
as
to
well.
re-download
Yeah.
the Sim.
Basically, any game that would let you like build things for yourself, I think, is probably that would let you do it. And Sims 4 is free to download, by the way, so you can do that.
Don't chill for EA.
No, it's free. I'm not giving you the money. Money.
Speaking of money,
Delicious
God.
money.
I bought some fake money.
Why?
This sounds illegal.
No. It's a YouTuber for 1 million subscribers. He released a special edition coin with his face on it.
Special edition fake coin.
Yeah, yeah. So it's technically fake money.
Jesus.
So I ordered one.
I have no idea how Sudowoodo's legs work, so
No, I just have to wing it.
It's the peanut man.
yeah, he's just a peanut right now. Give me a moment.
Peanut.
So I could do the Mr. Pringles man and just give him a weird mustache, and it's just like,
Thank you for teaching me about the focal point.
that's fine. It's a. You can also probably look up a more detailed video now that you know the name of it and stuff. There will be easier ways for you to learn other than my like waffling.
Ah, stop. You're great.
I got what you was getting at. You can tell that just by the fan extractor thing.
Yeah.
There's my Sudowoodo.
You could try like doing more with the cabinets as well, maybe. But yeah, I think just do the same thing was what you did with the
I
extractor.
did have a look at the cabinets, and they would have gone over each other. So I think I would have had to not put them so close.
Oh, okay.
It's a very dull looking kitchen.
It's the color of depression blue,
Wow.
but still.
Wow.
Wow.
It's where you go when you want a sad meal.
Oh God. A sandwich.
Sad Club?
That guy lives here. Yes. Hold on. I think it actually
Sad Club living there?
does now. Oh, that's great.
This is my blue room. I live here.
This is my room. A room for me. Oh no, that's great. Lou says you meant a baseball cap as well, by the way.
Yeah, I'll put that on now in a sec.
May I ask you, how long have you been doing digital art for?
Digital art, I've been doing it 15 years, I think.
15 years. Back in my day.
Because when I was
Back in
around...
my day, we didn't have these fancy pens on tablets.
It's draw
Yeah,
on the
but
table.
I had shit programs and a crap computer last time I did it. So, nah.
Tibbs, you sound like 80% of all of Gray's old art teachers.
Kill me.
Nice.
No, I don't want that. Blend, please.
I can't even see that actually if you zoom out. I don't know why I bothered doing that.
Blend it more. Blend it more.
What, the fence look?
Yeah. Because that's how far out it is.
I like the ground with the tiles, the tile looking floor.
Oh, you like it?
You can kind of see the fence thing from far away.
Yeah, I think it's fine if it's like
you
not.
can see an outline sort of of it.
Yeah, that's grand. It's not like I don't think it needs to be super detailed because it's quite distant. So, like that. Okay, if it's out here, that's the fence there. So it's roughly you could barely see it there as well. So, yeah, I think it's about the same actually.
I'm being really rough with this right now.
You're being rough with that. Fun.
I like how it's Gengar is the shadow. Or in the shadow.
Yeah, it's cool. I love that as well actually.
Is he using like Shadow Sneak or something?
It's using whatever it's using.
I'm trying
It's
to.
just Gengar like a drains people from their shadow. I think was the lore behind him.
Oh, lovely.
The only law I can think of at the moment is Drifloon's kidnapping
Stealing
kids.
children, yeah.
Actually, Hypno did the same thing in the forest, didn't he?
I mean,
Which
Hypno's
game
a
was it that
rapist,
had
so
the side quest where you had to save the child from a Hypno?
yeah, that was in Leaf Green, Fire Red on the
That,
Seti Islands, I think.
that was a weird side quest.
I like side quests like that. They're silly and
I
fun.
know, like it's good as well because it ties in with the Pokédex, but you know, half of the Pokédex you can just assume is a load of nonsense.
Yeah, because you see if you go to Arceus, they're just playing with the children. And it's just a misconception that they carry
It's
children
just like,
away.
you know, this Pokemon's as hot as the sun. It's like, alright. Then why
On
can
the
I touch it?
Earth? Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like, why
there
can I touch this Pokemon then and not die?
there was one that was like Flareon has its temperature is like a ridiculously high temperature that I'm like, fuck no. If you touch that, you will die.
But why, if Fluffy, why dangerous? If Fluffy, why dangerous?
No, and then you had the waste in the anime where Ash was the Ponyta that
Yeah.
evolves into a Rapidash. And just they're holding on to the flame tail.
I think actually they say that in the show that it trusts him or something, and it doesn't actually burn him or
It
something like
doesn't
that.
set fire to people if it trusts you. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fire isn't hot. But if it is, it sets you on fire. Like
Yes. That's it.
Yeah, but surely when it got attacked by the Dug Trio, or was it a Dug Trio or a Dodo? Its
Dodrio.
flames would the flames not get a bit hotter then?
Magic.
Yes, magic
Actually, do you know what would have
Pokemon.
been really funny since Ash was riding the Ponyta when it evolved? If his DNA also merged with it.
That's how we get Ash Greninja.
Yeah, because Ash fucked it.
Mm-mm.
Ash
Ah.
made out with its Greninja tongue, and it had
Oh,
protein, so
yeah.
it became him.
It's Grenussy.
Oh, get out of the Greninja.
No. I need a stronger Pokemon.
Upsetting.
And bonding.
I'm
Why
really
is
bad
there
at
a
drawing like
Lucario
Edgar.
movie actually?
Right, this?
Why is there a Lucario movie?
Why isn't there the Lucario?
Lucario's a furry bait hot thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of the movies are always out for legendaries, right?
Yeah, but he's pseudo legendary. And I think in that movie there's a Mew as well as like the Regirocks. No. No, the Regirocks aren't in that one, are they? No. My brain is shutting off. Again, I'm bad at drawing.
You're not bad at drawing. Stop that.
I do think I am for the most part, because if I'm just doing things from memory, I'm just really shit.
I mean, you can tell what's going on in the picture, so that's means it's not shit, right?
Exactly.
My chair is awful. It hurts and makes me sweat. So.
Can I ask, Jan, what's the thing by the wall there?
This.
Yeah.
On this, it looks like a more slabs, honestly, or I don't know, some kind of concrete thing. You can kind of see it here if I zoom in.
For me, it kind of looks like some planks just rested up on the wall.
It could be, yeah. I think,
Yeah, probably wooden planks.
yeah. It could be like it's something separate to the wall anyway. They're just leaning against it. That's all it is. I just drew them like that, like that. Like the baddies they are.
Draw Sudowoodo with like bags under his eyes because he's dying.
No. Is it raining?
No, Gengar's draining him.
Oh no.
That sounds like something that Graveyard would also do.
That's another Pokemon we can have him draw.
No,
Viridian?
Tibbs already got a. Tibbs already got one.
Oh, Tibbs got one. Yeah, but with Viridian to me, what the fuck?
Fine.
It's Radiant. Do you have a suggestion of Pokemon?
I want.
What's it all?
I want surfing Pikachu, please.
Wow, thank you.
Well, you know.
From memory, okay. But is it thick Pikachu?
Yeah, thick Pikachu.
Okay,
The
Thickachu.
thickest Pikachu.
The thickest Pikachu.
Thickachu is like a bean. So he's like,
You know the
bean.
Gigantamax?
Yes, Gigantamax Pikachu.
But like surfing.
I like when he becomes huge and he says pee.
Yeah, he says pee,
"Mm."
pee, pee.
Pee.
We love pee. No, wait, wait.
Mm,
Clip that. Clip it.
Oh, I got. It's not gonna be. I love horses, but I love pee.
well, yeah.
Jesus, no.
Did you hear that there's a fucking problem now with streamers and people essentially using the hundreds of hours of their voice to like make AI simulations of their voice to talk to banks to steal bank information?
It's really weird.
That's really weird.
Like, why would you do that? Just be nice. Be a nice person, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, just be nice.
Be nice. Be nice.
Why am I doing it in black outline? Stretch and deep breath, everyone.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Alright.
I needed a stretch.
We all needed the stretch here.
I
We all
just
stretch down
like-
here.
Raw.
There you go.
Ow, my arm cracked.
Make
Not
sure, you
even
get
my
your,
drawing arm.
make sure you get your deep breath as well, people.
Also, drink.
Also drink? Oh my god, you're right.
Oh, God. Like, I'm trying to remember Pikachu's shapes.
Mm-hmm. He's a
Let's see,
bean.
he's got his stupid big head, his thick body, his stubby little arms, his stubby little legs, and his lightning bolt tail.
You're right, I should do the lightning bolt tail as well, actually.
Oh, and also his
He's like
gigantic surfboard to hold his
Right.
immense
Yes.
mass.
It's canon.
Yeah, I love Surfboard Pikachu, and then I also really like that they made Raichu in Alola version have a surfboard tail.
I liked in the original Pokemon Snap, they had the Surfing Pikachu Easter egg.
Yes, that's the one that I'm thinking about right now.
Not Gigantamax surfing Pikachu?
No, just Pokemon Snap surfing Pikachu, and I'm pretty sure the surfboard is pink, reddish.
Okay, so I'll make it pink reddish, got it.
Oh, now they're being really specific here.
Yeah,
It's
she's gonna
kinda
beat
like
she's gonna
a
beat me if I get it
dragon
wrong.
fruit pink, I think.
What's it?
A what pink?
A dragon fruit pink is what?
Yeah, something like that. Does it have like a white stripe on it or something like that?
I think
Um,
it does, kind of like that egg. The
The egg.
pink, yeah, the pink Pokemon egg with the white stripe.
Mm.
Egg.
Egg.
I go by egg for Bart.
My egg for Bart.
Staying on model is hard.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Are you going for a different pose, Viridian?
I thought I'd do just a different kind of vibe. With more bolder outlines and stuff like that.
Are you also gonna draw the woman? Jam.
No. I think right now I'm just gonna do the background, and focus on that. I don't think I'm very good at people. I'll have a separate practice of that some other time though.
Do you know what you could put there instead of the woman?
Sexy aqua, sad
I
aqua.
was gonna say
Aqua?
the character that I drew,
Which
which
character?
is Umbrella Top Hat.
Oh, do you want me to do that? I could do it. I could slap him in there.
I don't know if his colors will work though.
I could change the background a bit if needed. Don't worry, boy. We got you. We got you.
Although he is more 2D looking. Although his hat, I do like the shape of the hat. The hat came out well.
You make him more. Render him in full 3D now type, so I can pop him in.
The hat is my favorite part of that design.
The top hat one.
Yeah, with the umbrella coming out.
Yeah. It's a bit extra. It's like a Willy Wonka kind of thing, actually.
He's not a chocolatier.
That's why he likes you.
He
I think.
deals in blood.
Chocolatier of
He's a-
blood.
A blood tear?
Blood to tear.
Kill
A
me.
blood baron.
Oh my god. What are you doing now, Tips? What are you doing?
Nothing. I could have done the legs slightly better on the table.
You can change them if you want. One of your legs are
Oh.
skinny.
No, it's not that. No, the one in the foreground on the left, it looks like it's slightly off, but it's fine.
It's not fine. It's not fine.
It's fine.
God, no, it's not, Tips. It's not.
I'm proud of it.
Good. That's all that counts. I think it looks pretty good actually. So like, you gotten only better. You haven't gotten worse or receded or anything. So you should be proud of your work.
I don't know. Let's see. Is there anything here that is terrible? Oh yeah, my skull from earlier.
Doing your
Oh
skull is
my gosh.
terrible.
I love
No,
Surfing
no.
Pikachu right now. He's so cute.
There you
What
He's
the
actually a
heck?
bean. Like,
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, I love him. He's a bean. The best bean, definitely.
Oh, wait, we must show the people the skull.
no, not the skull. Make another skull, Tips. A better skull. The best skull.
I am trying to draw this. I just don't know if it will be good enough.
He's really cute looking.
Right now, I might make him thick or I don't know.
Thickwa? Is he thickwa enough?
Yeah, do you think that Pikachu is fat enough?
Yes. I think he's very round. I like him a lot.
He's getting the stubbiest little hands as well.
It's the way Tibbs likes it.
Mm.
Stubbiest little stubs you'll ever stub upon.
I mean, They have to be stubs. It's how they're proportioned to his body, for some reason. Like they're barely big enough for him to reach his cheeks, and that's it.
Just like a baby.
Oh.
An evil electrical baby. Do you have 2 or 3 stripes on his back?
It's from memory, so you can have
Peek,
5.
peeking at you.
Peeking at you in the shower. Okay, no.
Mm.
I think there's 2 stripes.
Moving on very fastly there, yes, yes. Very swiftly.
Wow. I don't even know what we're moving on from.
Yeah, that could have been anything. Who knows?
Yeah.
It was a
yeah,
ghost. Ghost did that.
Yep.
If it's sexy ghost. This peach is so stupid.
Beautiful job.
Is that what you had in mind, yeah?
That's cool, yeah. Oh, you should do, Tibbs. Look up The World Ends With You skull, because they look really cool skulls.
I have a pin of one somewhere in my house. I just don't know where it's gone. I do love those skulls.
Yeah, they're really cool. You would also love them as well, Tips.
I'll look it up there and I'll send them into the chat. The world.
The
It's not
world.
water though.
Yeah, there we go. I knew it.
Nice. Looking at one brain cell there.
Yeah.
We're sharing the brain cell. It's fine.
Yeah, the art brain cell. Doing art, so it's okay.
Save image. Save. Go to Discord. Put it in Creative Campfire chat. Upload a file.
Upload a file.
And send. Send. Ascend. There we go.
Ascend.
There, that's The World Ends With You pins. I love them.
They're really cool. We should try our own ones next time, actually. That'd be kind of cool.
What's the next horrible Pokemon I draw?
I guess it's my turn, so...
This is my turn.
Well, okay. Guess not.
Sir Pikachu is so cute. I love him.
I feel like he's like shocked that he's on a surfboard. He's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It went a bit sideways on me.
Oh. How and why?
Oh, close, though. Hunt tail.
Huntail? Is that the blue or the pink one?
I think Gorbis is
That's
the
the
pink
blue
one.
one.
Yeah, so it's the blue. It's the blue one. So yeah.
I don't know if it has the lamprey mouth or not.
Yeah, just gotta deal with it.
Okay, I'll just pick blue and just start going for it, I guess. Woo wee. I think he's got the white ass head.
This is what I feel like when I wear high-waisted pants.
Cunty.
Long-legged creature.
A
Just no
Spriggan?
photo.
Yes. That's by Idrisil.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Slay.
But like, don't look at this sus image of
Jesus. It's like coming out of
Ah.
Ginger.
You know what it is.
Robe.
It's Huntail.
Hmm. Clearly.
Uh, 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 he's got a wide head. I know that. Don't like him though. So I've never used him properly. I don't think. Okay, I don't know if he's the one who has the lamprey mouth or the like wide jaw nonsense.
It's kind of rectangular, I believe, his face.
Okay, thank you. That'll actually help me narrow it down in my brain now. Um, trying to remember his colors.
It's blue.
No, don't tell me. It's for memory. Remember?
You know it's not pink
I'm
anyway,
checking.
so.
I'm also doing it from my memory.
It's not blue.
Yes, now you're fucked. Haha.
Isn't it just like a couple of shades of blue?
It's actually red. and
Yeah.
Orange.
You're just colorblind, Tibbs.
You're all just fucking with me. Thanks, Becky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shut up,
Becky.
Vanessa. Nobody. Draw your Huntail and like I don't know, drink a bev or something.
Just like little bevy. I just want a bevy.
That passes the Bechtel test.
Oh my god! Like
Just a little.
throughout the day, I just have like a little bevy. Here, let me just like. Let's all just have like a little bevy.
A little bevy.
Yeah, like
Mm.
like redeem like
Bye, bevy.
Yeah,
on like the stream, like do it.
yeah. Like I did it. Like yeah.
To redeem for drunk.
Drunk?
Drunk.
It's a Sunday, but like
And
mean-
and
if
The
you
Lord's Day. For this bevy.
the only bevy I drink on a Sunday is my communion wine. Alright.
And I get crunk on communion one.
I'd argue the second sentence better, but it's not as sharp around the eyes.
Is this bitch? No. Bye.
I need to merge the two together, I think.
I'm feeling that he has like weird ridges. Like I know he has like these orangey kind of like fins, I think. And like there's a triangle on his head or some shit. But like does he have the face? It looks like Mudkip in my brain right now, but long Mudkip.
long mudkip.
Long Mudkip.
This is actually what you should draw.
Yeah, like Long Cat, but Mudkip.
And say this is Huntail now.
This is cunt tail.
Oh.
Blub? Blub? Someone drink water?
I
yes.
don't.
Yeah, I heard your water bottle. It was like the most cartoony blub sound ever.
That was probably Tibbs. That wasn't me.
Bloop.
This what's your water bottle made of?
Plastic.
Looney Tunes.
Ah.
Made of Looney Tunes.
What? Why? What's not connected?
I
Where
used
is it?
R to
Ah, that's
test
where the
myself.
connection is.
Take a look at my long hunt tail. That's a nice smile he's got actually.
The cutest fucking huntail ever.
I don't. He definitely doesn't have that, but like, he's got this big fucking mouth open nonsense.
He's just a gummy boy.
Hey Jam,
Yeah?
green is not a creative color.
Ah! No.
I do love that
Game.
so much.
Mm?
It's so good. It's so funny.
It's very funny.
I haven't watched it in so long though. It's been about a year actually, I think, since me and Jam watched the new series that was on like BBC or something.
Yeah. Well, I think we... How did we watch it again?
DVDs. Illegally.
Legally. Yes.
There's no such thing.
Well, it was impossible to watch otherwise, so...
Yeah, they won't give it to us because we're Irish.
If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing.
Mm-hmm. Camera crawl.
Oh,
You wouldn't steal a pirate.
you wouldn't
I
shit in a man's
would.
hat.
You
I'll
wouldn't
put him
pound
in
on
my
pretty.
drink.
What tips?
I would still a pirate.
What would you do with a pirate? If you had the chance to steal a pirate.
What would you do with a pirate?
Wow. What the fuck?
I don't know, you just...
Yeah, I
Is that me or you, Bridian? Like, what?
The way you said that had so much accent in it, I had to, I'm sorry.
Did I really?
Yes!
I
God.
never thought about what I actually do with a pirate.
I noticed.
I accidentally gave her mommy shoulders.
You need to give her
What's the
Disney
Mario
Pixar ass
show?
now as well, so...
I don't know, she just looks very buff. I mean, she looks buff. What's mommy shoulders? I don't know.
Who
Mommy
knows that? Wife?
shoulders.
Wife?
Oh my
Wife?
God, what
New
is
wife?
That?
My
Whoa.
own OC? That's kind of weird. No? Yes?
Oh my God.
Okay, is this close to Huntail?
Yeah.
Yeah,
hate
yeah, it is.
him.
Yeah, yeah, it
Are
I
is.
you
hate
kidding?
him
How did-
so much.
How did you even remember those spots on him?
He's the one that glows a little, I think.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. That's great. What the heck?
He looks so derpy, I hate it. These never actually show, like, my artistic skill, because it's from memory.
Hey, it's a mystery. Your artistic skill is a mystery. Except for when you show us Digimon art, then we know.
I'm slightly artistic.
Yeah.
Alright,
I was thinking that the other day. Why do people say acoustic when artistic is way closer?
Yeah, I was confused about that as well, actually.
who's the next person to give me a Pachikoman?
Horse Plinko.
I don't know what a horse plinko is.
Horse Plinko cock.
I don't know. I just started thinking about it. You know Plinko, like when you're supposed to you drop a coin at the top and then it like bounces off of pegs and then it lands in like a one of like 5 slots and then you try to win money that way.
I mean, when you said horse plinko, I got like horsey. So
Oh, horsey. Yeah, okay. Do horsey.
I hate this already.
Remember, this does not. It's like at the end of like a commercial for pain medication. This does not accurately reflects Gray's artistic level. May cause vomiting, swellness, swellness. That's
The
not a word.
woolness.
Swollenness. Swelling.
Oh, I'm getting
There
all
we go.
swollenness.
Watch out. He's gonna swole.
He's swelling all over me.
Oh my God.
This'll do.
Oh, that's weird.
Thanks, dude.
No, my monitor turned itself off.
Betrayal.
It was a betrayal. The first time I seen it do that as well.
Has these. Oh, it's stupid little fucking head. Has like that? Question mark. Doo 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 doo.
Do 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 do.
Help.
What do you need help with?
Doo 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 doo.
Do do.
Is this accurate to this little creature? He looks so zonked.
Love it. That's great.
I'm trying to remember, does he have any more details?
He looks like one of the mascots for like the Olympic Games a few years back.
Oh god. I gotta step up my game then. I might get attacked by the Olympic Games. Horsey. I remember Kingdra, or not Kingdra. What's the
Cedra?
No, what's its evolved form? The other one.
Is it Kingdra and Cedra? I thought.
Okay.
Horsey, Kingdra, Cedra, and Kingdra.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's right. Anyway.
You chose poorly.
Why?
I don't know. No, I don't know. Is Kingdra the one that looks like that one fish?
He does, yes.
He does look like that one fish.
The one fish that rules them all.
There's a better way to explain it, but now, yeah, you know what I mean. That one fish.
I'm trying to. I know. I remember Kingdra having like this one big ass fucking fin on its back. But does that mean all of them do?
I think Horsey has a really tiny one, and then Cedra's is slightly bigger, and then Kindra's is really big. I think Cedra has two technically. Like it has like 4 spikes, 2 on each side.
Okay. Just gonna do that and gonna hope. Oops. Oh, there is something I keep forgetting about him. He's got the weirdest fucking most evil eyes.
Who?
Does he?
Yeah.
Which one?
He has like Cedra or Horsey. Horsey's literally like this. One sec, I'll show you.
She has evil eyes. That was adorable, though.
He has the most evil looking fucking red glowing eyes I've ever seen in my
okay.
entire life.
The fuck? Oh, okay. Oh, you might be right, actually. You might be right.
Because I know I'm not wrong with that, because I fucking know that this thing is evil.
I don't know how I screwed up the third one so badly.
It was the first thing to drag it to the ocean is Horsey. Horsey's just a kelpie.
Yeah, that looks more like him now. And they put the
evil
extra
red
prongs on
eyes.
his fucking head. Evil red eyes, extra prongs on head.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. He looks like this, right?
Yeah.
He's fucking evil, right? I'm not insane.
You could sound like a threat. Stop.
It's very, very close.
The best thing about Horsey is the blue color.
Not the fact
I
that
caught
you
a
love
shiny one.
horses.
I love that.
Nice.
Her name is Tally. I like her a lot. She's still in my DS.
Oh my god, she's still in your DS. Get her out.
Yeah, I can't get her out, I don't think, anymore.
They're in the. I don't know what happened with any of these. Well,
I like them,
the,
Tibbs.
w-
I actually like
the
them.
one on the very right, I think is the best. I don't know why the other two were so lopsided.
I mean, you can grab the image on the Discord and like put it as a like go into layers and then add it as a layer, and then you can practice over it to get the right shape if you want.
No, we will have deformed and sad skulls from now on
Okay.
in this.
Sad was deformed sad skull.
Oh.
Next
I
Pokemon.
noticed that, for the bat wings, like, if you're doing a circle, like, the left side always turns out better than the right side for me.
Hmm.
It's the same with a heart as well, with the curve.
Then you could
I guess it's because you like if you're right-handed, you have to like move your hand backwards to do the right side of the circle.
you could flip your canvas.
I could also do the thing where it draws a,
Yeah, shit. Ah, flip your canvas, bro.
I was gonna say I could use the, mirror tool.
Oh yeah, you could use the mirror tool as well, actually.
What's the button for flip canvas on this thing?
Do I
Uh,
even have a button for it?
I'm pretty sure there's a button that I definitely don't know.
I don't know either, but I just go to image and go mirror image horizontally.
Yeah.
Rotate, flip canvas. Flip canvas horizontal. Yeah, they look just as bad.
Bless your face.
This fucking surfing Pikachu is going off into space to get away from this.
The question is, did he ramp off of Horsey?
Yeah, let's say he did. That's why Horsey's glowing red eyes now. It's like, I'll make it even more Shine Spark. Shine Spark, glowing eye, Horsey.
Echo, turn on bed.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
No, no,
Damn.
it's the name of the light.
you said that last
Sure.
time too, but I feel like your bed is like vibrating now or something. Or has an electrical current
Yeah.
going through it.
You can press M to do it.
Well, I think I found out what was wrong with
Oh,
the
nice.
monitor. The cable came loose in the power book.
I give her idiot.
I can't do that.
Press M, silly.
My M is the selection tool for me.
We finally have one up on the.
Yeah, right.
I'm not using Adobe. Fuck that. Jesus. That's really
I'm
expensive.
using-
It looks
using-
like
Yeah.
you're. What are you using?
Clip Studio Paint.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I bought it before they went into the version of, like, what is it? Subscription based?
Subscription.
I bought
yeah.
it before that, so I own it and they can't take it away from me.
Heck yeah.
What's the next horrible Pokemon I can do?
I guess we can probably stop there, honestly.
Oh well, fuck you too.
Let me do one more.
What Pokemon would you like to draw yourself, Gray? Or
Yeah.
I
do you
don't have a preference.
You must have a preference.
Can you draw Trubbish?
Rubbish. Okay.
The trash Pokemon.
He's just the trash bag. So, and he's not Garbodor. So yeah. So I don't need to draw a giant trash pile.
He's
Rubbish.
cute. He's my favorite.
Aw.
He is my favorite. And everybody hates on me for saying that it's my favorite. I don't care. He's cute. And in Pokemon Sword and Shield there's a crew sweater or whatever that has Garbodor on the back, and it's very cool and I like it.
Maybe some Garbodor then, or Trubbish, sorry.
Both of them, I like both of them. I have Pokemon cards of them in my wallet.
Oh, really?
That's cute.
Well, I don't want to do it anymore.
Me neither.
You should do it like me and just do random shit.
She's just becoming more and more buff. Like I don't have control over it anymore.
No. You don't. No. She's just. I don't know what's going on. She's sexy. I don't know. She can crush me between her thighs. I don't know.
It's not even the character that I'm supposed to be drawing right now. Like, what? Huh?
What happened?
I don't know.
Just made a sexy wife again? Oh my god, sexy buff wife.
Buff wife.
Radiant's like, carry me, Spriggan.
I don't know. Drawing something skinny is like, but where's the muscle that I draw now? Where did it go? Where's my dopamine?
Gotta slap some muscle on that, babe.
Yeah.
No time for skinny.
It's like she's wearing.
Yeah,
a
no,
black
you need to make on
compression
tick
shirt.
like this.
Yes, mirror thick tips.
It has.
The
I know
mirror
it has
10
3
pounds.
teeth. I know Trubbish has like 3 little teeth, but are they sharp?
You know, I
Yeah.
don't even know what rubbish
I
Okay.
mean, I'm not. No comment.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome.
I win.
Now I win because you're drawing my favorite Pokemon.
And I drew your favorite person from Elden Ring. That big thing
Big-
that rolls around the
The
place.
Cookie Monster? I don't know who that is, Tibbs. Like, what?
What the hell? Who is he from Elden
You,
Ring?
you're not the apostle guy, that the fat apostle dude.
Oh yeah, the one.
Godskin
was-
duo.
I was just thinking.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of like a player character that only uses the butt slam move. That's what it looks like after a while of just butt slamming everything.
He has like bluey, like. Don't know why I said bluey, but
Louis.
Louis.
Oh no, watch out. There's gonna be a bunch of
Australians
random
in the
parents
chat.
in the chat now.
You know that you mentioned Bluey. You're attracting the children.
I attracted Lou.
Louis as Bluey. Oh my god.
it's got like. It's blue and pink. I remember that. Those like the little stones on it are like blue and pink.
No comment.
I almost caught Viridian out again. I don't know if it's that vibrant. But... He looks really like lumpy and sad.
Yeah, how does Appling's evolutions work? Does it like move into the different types of apples?
Yeah, I think so.
The apple pie one's weird.
I like him.
Yeah.
He's my favorite one.
Yeah, he's super
Yeah,
cute.
but I
don't
feel like
like
you
that.
could just eat him
I don't like that they
easier than
eat
the
him.
other.
They eat
Yeah,
him?
like
Yeah.
you literally just cut open his back and eat his insides. Like,
What?
Huh.
his back's
sit
just
on the-
pastry.
Like,
Oh my
Like, I
god.
don't- like, because giving someone an apple and it's like, I like you. And eating the Appleton or whatever he's called is like, apparently too nice. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god, those fucking cannibal like creatures. What the fuck?
I mean, sure, you can eat a Magikarp. That's just a fish.
It's mostly bone, apparently. Like, there's a literal scene inside of Pokemon where they try to eat it and Meowth's teeth shatter off of it because it's mostly bone.
Do you know who would be delicious? Execute.
Is it
Concerning.
but it's a seed though, right?
It
Yeah,
is
Yeah,
it's like
but it's
coconuts or
also got
something.
egg. It's just eggs.
Does
Those
it?
are seeds. aren't they?
The psychic egg seeds. I'm sure they'll have some sort of yolk in there.
Psychic egg seeds. My favorite.
Mmm.
Fight me on the psychic egg seeds.
POV, you're a psychic egg seed.
Fight me for these psychic egg seeds.
I am not doing this creature justice, I don't think.
No, it looks great. Like the Pokemon card I have of it is like really ugly, so that's way better.
Fixing his eyes, because I think he's got more round eyes than I was doing, and I was doing those oblong little shapes.
I'm kind of confused how cute Mimikyu is. Like, the costume's cute, but is the actual Pokemon under the costume cute?
I mean, every time they look at it in the end, like one time they looked at Mimikyu in the anime and they almost died. Like they got trapped in like limbo or something. They were having nightmares and they almost died because Mimikyu was sucking all their life energy out. So
like the
This
one
is-
time I saw it, Meowth
this was Team Rocket,
was
by the way. So you know.
yeah, but Meowth saw it and he was immediately drowning inside of a pool or something.
Yeah, basically. Deep darkness pool.
Well, I hate what I did to this poor garbage worker.
Oh gosh.
Perhaps I thought that you would find it like SpongeBob or something now.
Cute though. Like he kind of became very realistic there for a second.
He knows what you're thinking about. He can smell it.
I can smell him.
I think.
He's there.
Yeah, I was gonna say what he can smell is trash. Because he's the trash man. And what he does is eat garbage.
I'm not doing the worst for this, I don't think.
No.
Because he is just a green trash bag.
I would have forgotten like 80% of everything, like that little zigzag line in the middle. Like I didn't remember that.
Oh,
Well,
I
I
was just
know
putting that in
the
because I
first
thought
one.
it was there.
Oh, well, I think it's
All I would
there.
have done was a trash bag, and that was it, with a face.
Well, that's why we're asking Gray to draw.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, you would have ended up with Oh yeah. How does that look?
Is this anything?
It's a thing.
Aw.
Did I do it? Am I free?
Yeah, you're free, and it's adorable.
His head shape is definitely wrong, but like, it's fine.
I don't
He's
think
probably
so.
he's probably whiter or something. I don't know.
I
That's
think
great. And like he kind of
pretty
looks like the
pretty
zigzag
accurate.
makes him look like he has a fucking nose, so it looks him like make him slightly human looking as well.
Yeah, I see it.
Look at me. I'll
Where is
give him
she?
the shine sparks as well in his eyes, where he's like,
Okay, I'm gonna stop there because if I keep messing around with it, I
Yeah.
won't probably get anywhere.
I did it. I made the greatest Pokemon ever.
What's the greatest Pokemon ever?
"Oh, here."
It looks like
Snorlax?
like it looks like a guy laying down like a perspective, so you're like standing at his feet looking at him.
It's like foot fetish Snorlax.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Did I get it right that it's Snorlax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't the Gigantamax version have like has a tree coming out of him, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's like a tree coming out of his belly button, and there's like a little garden on his tummy.
That one's super cute.
How does that make sense considering I thought they were supposed to be illusions, right?
What?
The Gigantamax forms.
No, I think they're actually getting that big. That's the problem. I think anyway. We'll have to look that up at some point. I'm sorry I fucked up the hat, Lou, though.
Oh, yeah, but that looks like a great baseball cap.
He's ready to play the beautiful game.
Beautiful game of Huntail coming out of his head.
He's the baseball bat.
Hey, you have a full Pokemon team there too.
Oh
Me
god.
too, yeah.
My next team, I guess.
You're not allowed to evolve any of them.
Oh,
They
God.
have to be that way the entire time.
I mean, he's got 3 fully evolved Pokemon as well.
Yeah. Sudowoodo is keeping up the slack for the rest of them.
Christ.
I think Gengar's probably the MVP there, to be honest.
That are actually Huntail, because Huntail is like weirdly fast.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I
I have to look that up now because I'm pretty sure people use Huntail to be like a water
Fast.
setup thing with strong jaw so that it uses bites and stuff.
Oh, I'll skip the green.
So,
Done
It
for
looks
now.
nice,
Thank you. Oh, wait, what the fuck? There you go.
there's obviously one more question. Would you pay for Snorlax feet?
No.
No. Not for me, Tips, not for me.
By the way, Viridian,
yeah. Yeah.
can I use that ladybug thing? I want to kind of redraw it as like
Yes, of course.
I want to use it for things, and I want to like make it a sprite, so I can put it into Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Oh yeah. Of course. You can use it as much as you want.
Because then, like, I would have a ladybug as like my main Pokemon. Then inside that, and then every time the sprite comes up, it's that. It'd be so fun.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
So,
That's so silly. I love that.
what do you think of the new gods?
I'm scared. Is that Mr. Blobby?
new god skin duo?
Oh, Jesus.
It's called Skidoo.
You guys can
The
see what just
Godskin.
dropped.
Godskin duo into ass eating, I guess.
Fuck.
This is what the Shadow of the Archery is all about.
That's all it is. Nothing else. Not Mikola or Millennia or like any of that. They're dead. Who cares about them?
Yeah, it's dark.
It's just Godskin duo fucking in a poison swamp.
Where else? Where else?
And yeah, what I'll do is I'll save these little demonstrations that I have on my what things kind of are, like the color wheel and stuff, and I'll put them into the Discord if anybody wants to use them for anything, like even just as reference to remember certain things.
Heck yeah.
I'll come up with more things for next week, just something small, and try to explain certain things every other week. And if
That
anybody wants
sounds
to ask
lovely.
anything, yeah, if anybody wants
Yeah,
to
that'd be
ask
great,
anything, then for me to make and set up, and so that they know I can look something up and then make a little visual thing for it.
What about
I want-
more anatomy kind
Yeah.
of stuff, I think.
I want to figure out how different colors go on top of other colors to create dynamic lighting. Well, not dynamic lighting, but like I want to understand more how different colors work together better. You know?
I'll
Oh,
have to look up a lot of stuff for that though.
Okay.
Color theory is one of the hardest
Alright.
subjects to understand. I'll look it up for you.
I think I learned a bit about color anyway, so pretty happy. Thank you for the lesson, boy.
It's grand. It was a small lesson anyway.
Wait, alright, so do you guys want to say goodbye to the chat?
Goodbye, chat.
Goodbye.
Bye, see you next time.
Goodbye.
Go.